All right, let's party. Wow. How's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing, Lotta? Turn up for what? Turn up for this. Let me say hello to everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing, Jay? Congratulations on your first. How you doing, Horror Loving? Hold on. Did you proper snap? Noise. How you doing, Matthew? Supremely Noise. How you doing, 14? How you doing, Nobody? How you doing, Ars? How you doing, Mini Dow? How you doing, Turtle Sages? How you doing, the Dino Custodian? How you doing, Linguini? How you doing, Zetai? How you doing, Big Gun? And how you doing, Troglodyte? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How's everyone doing? Things have been mixed over in Howland. So how you doing, Sim? Am I late? No, I literally just started. So you've never been more on time, if anything. So yeah. So today I'm gonna be painting this bad boy for Turnip. He's got like a decent amount of work on him already, but there's like a bunch of little side things I can do. Let's see. I'm also Minidale. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. I just smell squish my pasta. Oh no. Hopefully, I mean, look, like at least like crushed pasta should be fine. I guess you could still boil it and everything. It'd be cool. That rocket hand. Oh god, that was that's also for Turnip. That was a while back. How you doing, Ronan? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? I am doing. Oh boy. Let me wait for the ad break just to roll out, and then I'll explain what be going on. A lot of good things that happened today. But some things might be coming. I'll keep y'all posted. I'll keep y'all posted what's going on. Yeah, there's also like the funny thing, just how quickly minis accumulate after, oh god, after painting minis for like 6 years or something like that. Level of stream of spinal. Yeah, no, this is it's been rough. It's been rough lately, surprisingly rough. But you know what? I'm gonna remain chipper, and I think I can noodle my way out of this. But I'll let you all know. I think I might be overhyped. Let's see. We'll wait for this ad break. I don't want to be interrupted. Please. Well, right now, I'm applying a rust texture to these guys because, you know, turnip models should not be like pristine. They should be a little. Also, get these little brushes. They're from Testers. You can get like a bunch for like $5. You're not going to be like doing anything like real precision work. But if you're using for like crusty paints, if you're using for like crusty things, like they're really, really good for that. Oh, I think the ad is starting. I don't know. It's Twitch is being weird. But yeah, there we go. A sip of. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah. Congratulations on getting the 3 backlog kits. Ooh, Slanesh, you say? Oh, let's go. I have actually done a decent amount. I've done a bunch of Noise Marines. I have a Fulgrim kicking around that I actually been thinking about what to do with him. I really wanted to do something very specific for my Fulgrim, but I haven't quite yet. Oh, I guess. Wait, what the fuck? Did the Twitch ads like skip themselves? Okay, whatever. I guess it auto-used to skip. Weird. Okay. Anyway, so what's going on? Because I just as a heads up. So I got yearly lease renewal with me, old landlord, and I was like, hey, it's how it be. For the hype train. There we go. That might also be it. So I was like, hey, same shit we do every year, right? And he's like, well, actually, I was thinking about selling the house you're renting. I'm like, oh, okay. And then he's like, you know what? Because you were so nice and decided to ask early, how about you could stay there, but I'll charge you $300 more a month. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. that's not tenable, my guy. So yeah, that's what's going on. How you doing, Aaron? How you doing? So, this early bit of the year might be a little weird. I'm trying to do a persuasion attempt to see if I can convince him to do maybe like not that much, and we'll see how it goes. That could be a crime. I don't know much about land crime, stuff like that. I am but simple man who paint minis. But that is what's been going on. I have a couple of places potentially lined up. I'm going to try to look for a place that I should still be able to stream from, because if I don't VTube, I will explode. How you doing, Shukray? How you doing? So yeah, that's like if I'm a little weird in the near future, that's what's going on. I will try to keep everybody updated with status of that and see how it goes. Yeah, it's bad, but like this is going to be a really weird thing to say, but like I've been through worse. Like, I've fallen harder than this, so this is, like, not even, like, really been super crazy bad. Like, I don't know. Super Popcorn. I feel like Popcorn Man has to... I mean, a dog welder is a superhero. I feel like Popcorn Man has to exist. You're right. Yeah. The funny thing, I think I literally unstreamed, like, the other week was like, as far as landlords go, mine's pretty good. And that was oh boy. Oh boy, my hubris. But like, I considered the bridge. I could live under the bridge like a troll. That would be pretty great. Answer my riddles 3, or you will have to paint a mini. I am the troll bridge. See, I think I got the qualifications for being a weird troll bridge ready to go. I think the problem is that they expect you to like, look more trollish. I don't think I quite got, there we go. Okay. The ads are starting now. It was legitimately paused because I've never seen that happen before. Okay. Okay. This is a garlic catapult. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, I did legitimately fucking jinx it. But yeah, I'll still wait for the ad break to go for stuff. But like, yeah, otherwise things have been pretty good, and I'll explain what I've been up to today because I've been trying out some new war games. Yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, I forgot Wario's like got the whole garlic thing. I used to play the Wario Land. I had like the really want to do what's it called? I used to really play the really original one back in like back when it was Super Mario Land 3 Wario Land. I had that one in particular. That was like really solid. No, you are correct. There are no good landlords. I was but a fool. But yeah, this is a catapult for Turnip, which I did get to play today. It was yeah, that's true. I'm not bulky. Like I got like I could be like a monster under a bridge, but I can't be a troll. Like a troll definitely implies like a certain physique to it. Like I have to have like a certain build, a certain even like not even just a build, a certain oeuvre. Like I don't quite got that oeuvre, which is people should say oeuvre more. It's a fun word. You should definitely do it if you're not doing that already. Yeah, this guy's also like reasonably far along. I got like pretty good amount of stuff for him done last stream. I need to go in and kind of like I just need to get him over the finish line because I got like some other projects. I did have my boomer monster today. Oh yeah, that's true. Just like a weird lanky fuck. I could do that. I could do that. But yeah, so today I got to play. So it wasn't quite the old world. Kind of, sorta. So like this normally has texture, but this is a bit of a dry brush, which did extend over, which you can kind of see that in the. I do want to dry brush them a little bit whiter. I have like a really bright white that I haven't used yet. Yeah, I usually I do a thing because I paint gross models. People are like, "Hal, your model makes me want to throw up. Good job." I'm like, "Thank you." These guys were like, "I want to like fucking squish them. I'm getting cuteness aggression." But yeah. Also, just going back, what I'm thinking about too, like Ronan, I have a decent amount of Slaanesh models. I've been doing a lot of like Slaanesh tainted word bearers too, because word bearers basically typically worship all the chaos gods. And really chaos as a whole. But like every now and then, like one of them will fall too much into one particular chaos god. So I've been doing a lot of Slaanesh for that because I got the Emperor's Children box set last year. Oh, thank you. I mean, I will say too, dry brushing is actually a really nice technique that everyone should pick up. It's really good. It's like, it's useful as a beginner. It's useful like pretty much for till the end of time. Like if you get good at dry, like there's a guy who's like the guy who does Artist Opus was like, yeah, I used to do commission paintings like almost entirely with dry brushing, and people thought I was like pulling their chain because you can just get really good control with it, Thanks. Like I said, I did spend a lot of yesterday on Zillow. I have some places lined up. Worst case, I have like, if I need to rent a storage unit and then like I have some people I could probably crash on their couch for a little bit till I get stuff worked out. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be like titanically bad, which is why I'm not like, oh God, I gotta stop the stream. Oh, panic. But like, I also tried to like, out nerd my landlord. I was like, well, actually, if you consult the other, I ran percentages on the other rents I've been charged from him. I've been like, actually, if you look at the rate of increase, this is significantly out of bounds. And really, if you're going by the numbers that you have been previously using and adjusted for inflation, it should be this. I literally did that. I literally did that because that would be more. But like, so rent does increase every year, I don't, but I don't watch nail artist videos, but those do that crossover does exist. Hold on. Hey, music stop. Hold on, chotto mate. Oh, god damn it. This is gonna sound really weird. I have a song in one of my playlists that I believe is a Russian song on suicide. And every now and then, like, YouTube does that thing where it's like, hey, buddy, just checking that you're not, like, terminally sad. And I understand that conceptually, but I wish I could be like, Listen, I am of sound mind and I am full of happy feeling. Please let me listen to music in a language I don't really fully understand. It happens a lot. That happens a lot for a couple of my songs. As YouTubers like, "Are you okay, buddy?" I'm like, "No, I like listening to depressing music. I really do." Like a lot of AJJ songs I listen to are really objectively sad, but like, you know, I enjoy them for the music stuff. But yeah, basically, what's actually been really funny, like Ronan, are you familiar with the idea of like, let's see, like nail art, like water slides, like if you have like a little pic, like you probably do, but like, those kind of things have actually been making waves in miniature painting, as for like doing, especially for Trench Crusade, because specifically there's a boatload of Catholic nail art out there. And it turns out that if you take the Catholic nail art and you like slide it onto a shield of somebody, it does really, really good. There's also been a similar thing. Yeah, that's also true. Yeah. The Goblin Hobby stamper. That was kind of like the flavor of the month. Like this is something that's really funny about miniature painting, is depending on where you go, there is very much like there are trends. There is like a flavor of the month kind of deal. It's really funny. But yeah, I actually did do what's it called? I actually did do some Catholic nail art of like a little baby Jesus and Mary on the shoulder pad of on the shield of one of my dudes. So I've done it before. I'm really bad with stickers and slides and stuff like that. Like every time I build Gunpla or like Plamo in general, that shit, like I always fuck up the stickers. I can do literally anything else, but like I tried to build Common Rider Xaid, and like I just botched his fucking visor sticker, and it just haunted me forever. Because that might be Louise. Louise gets around for like she's been kind of like, I've been aware of her stuff for years because she used to post in little forums that I used to go on a lot more, as just like she's like, yeah, you know, these are my like she used to go. I think she still goes by Savage Orc Guy on Instagram. Because for a while she's like, yeah, this is just what I'm doing. And she did like I do things that are really grimy and gritty. And she's like one of those people that is like the opposite. And will do like, I painted the most happy-go-lucky, like cute little adorable goblin. And it's not like she only paints like adorable things. She still like will paint like a Space Marine every now and then, but she'll make it like really bright and colorful. And as someone who can't do that, like I enjoyed the grime too much. Well, not legume too much. I mean, Can't legumes have, because like turnip is really more about like root vegetables, and I think legumes are root vegetables, right? I know they're like beans and stuff. I guess beans aren't really root vegetables. I don't know. Depends. Yeah, that form exactly. Yeah, but yeah, it's like it's she's been succeeding a lot more in recent years, and I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. I'm very happy when people I know do well. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. Let's see, let me see that shortly. Okay, I have fucking Padme's dress. Okay, I'll have to look at that later. Every now and then I get recommended by people who do like similar arts and crafts, but they aren't really in the minisphere. Like I know a friend of mine was like, her name was like Sorrel's World or something like that. This is lady that does like really little cute adorable frog building videos, and she gives them lore and stuff. And like a friend of mine's like, hey Al, you could do that. And I'm like, fuck, you're right. I could do that. I could totally do that. Oh, freehand is hard. Freehand is a thing that, because like I would like, because of like, oh shit, by the way, one good thing, there's a couple of good things that have been happening, and I've not gotten to properly say hello and explain that, but let me go there real quick. So, if you're on the Discord, you already have access to this, and you know you can get it there for free. It's also free here too. But I made my first zine. Rot is real. It's real. That's how you doing? How you doing, Nintendo? How you doing? Oh, there's a bunch of really nice rap people. So yes, this is the very first. This is the zine I made on stream. It is real. It has been printed out, and there's not like. I would argue there's not really content to it, but it's still really cool. I had a fun time painting it, and I will definitely like to do more of these in the future. But hey, let's go. It's real. That was like, there's something really weird about doing your like New Year's resolution thing early, I remember last year I was like, I really want something of mine displayed on Goonhammer. They do a weekly column of like, here's some cool minis. And I was like, oh boy, I wish Goonhammer, I don't know, I'm like a small British child in this. Like, oh, I wish Goonhammer would recommend one of my things. And they did it in January. And I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, I need to explain. Goonhammer is like kind of, they start out doing competitive Warhammer, and they kind of branch out to a lot of mini stuff. No, not the Flesh Knot. No, the Flesh Knot is not. It's Goon as in, I believe, old something awful, not Goon as current Goon. I understand the confusion, and I'm like, every now and then I do have to explain that. But yeah, it's, how you doing, Charlie? How you doing? But I hope it's the year of Hal. I want it to be the year of Hal. There's things I want to do. But yeah, no, they had the unfortunate thing of like, you know, having a thing named after that, after, you know, the modern version of it. Yeah. So I'm not Fire Uma. I'm not really any. I could be a horse. I could be a horse if I wanted to. Where's that? Fuck you, I'm a horse. Let's see. Fuck you, I'm a painting horse. There we go. Fuck you. You know, I'll be a painting horse today. Who gives a shit? Oh, can I be a fire horse? Stupid. This is the stupidest fucking bit I've ever done. Every year I one up my stupidest fucking bit, and I think I'm there. I think I'm there. Yeah, the haunts, whatever. But yeah, I have many forms. Yeah. Yeah, I did have to mess with my meshes a little bit. This is basically this is another live 2D model that has been grafted horribly. There's not a horse, like centaur horse base. I had to do some shit. Also, give me a quick sec. I need to like open my. It's both snowing where I'm at and really warm. Just ever so slightly. Very Chinese period of my life. I see Zoomers post that a lot. What does that mean exactly? Well, like if you had to explain, like, what does it mean to be in a really Chinese period of your life? Is it like an entirely vibes thing? Like, I just kind of always interpret it as like a vibes thing of just like, yeah, you know, I'm just feeling very Chinese today. Like it doesn't really matter what that means. Just kind of like, are you feeling it in your heart? That's how I've always interpreted it, but I don't know. Very X period of my life. Yeah, but there's a lot of different periods. That doesn't mean I'm too old. I don't understand. I want concrete answers, except when I don't. Oh, it's just a TikTok. Ah, okay. I still have not really understood TikTok. And now apparently TikTok is like letting people is showing people near you where you live. It's trying to do like a, hey, here's some cool things that are local to where you're at. And as a VTuber, I'm like, I don't like that very much. How about you don't do that, buddy? Buddy, how about you don't do that? Probably gonna dry brush the wood like a million times because I also feel like I need to. Because I know I'm going to eventually enamel this down. And it's gonna get like really, really, really dingy. So I guess I might as well just really lean into try to get the wood as old as possible. And then I can actually be kind of rough around the metals too and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely not. It's because like, I think the farther we're going to get society, the more that the idea of a decentralized kind of like semi-autonomous internet is really scary to people who like, you know, want to make infinite money. Like I feel like sometimes like I you know, my tinfoil hat's very cozy and warm and keeps me safe. But also like, you know, the idea that you could have an opinion on the internet that someone can't monetize or control really drives certain people up the wall. And that's why you got Discord doing like, you know, we're gonna team up with a bunch of facial recognition stuff. It's for safety. It's for the kids, and then everyone gets fucking leaked. all that data gets leaked, and then they're like, oh no, we did it. Oopsie. And then how you doing? How you doing, Frankenstein? How you doing? This is cringe. Yeah, I don't want infinite. Like that's the thing that like I fundamentally can't understand what's it like. I guess conceptually I realize that if you have like $1 billion, because if you have like $1 million, what do you buy? You buy bullshit. It's that kind of thing. I remember like a comedian mentioned like ages ago the idea of like the between being rich and wealthy, where it's like being rich is like being like somebody who's like a pro basketball or pro baseball player, where it's like you got the mansion and whatnot, but like being wealthy are the people who sign the checks. And that's kind of like a whole thing. So like I imagine once you reach wealthy, it's like what do you do? It's like you either insulate yourself from crimes or you try to influence geopolitical stuff. So probably bits and like I wouldn't want to do either of those things. I want to live comfortably in an art studio and paint minis all day. I am a simple man with very simple wants and desires. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely like any pretense of it being a safety thing's bullshit. How you doing, Deacon? How you doing? Because I have contentment. I mean that's like a fun like you know like that's what true wealth is after all. But no, listen, it's wealthy is very very specific, I think. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like my ideal is somebody was like, how here's $1 million. I mean, first of all, I'd pay off all my school debt. I'd do that first. Step 2 would be probably just get me like I don't need a big house. I just like a bunch of space for all my minis and some stuff. That sounds neat. That seems neat. Let's be scaled, of course. Hey, let's go. The only real release I'm waiting for, and even then now because of circumstance, I'll probably hold off on that a wee bit, are the Raiders, which is good. I've actually been thinking about what to like. Looking what to do for Fulgrim. So I got Fulgrim last year, and I was building Fulgrim, and I'm like, Fulgrim is neat, but I think the reason I never finished Fulgrim is because he's vanilla Fulgrim. Like, he's just the one you get on the box art. I don't think that's how I roll these days. So I've been looking for some cool minis to kit bash with Fulgrim with. I think I found one, actually. I would argue that Will Smith might have translated beyond that, but I think overall you're in, like, the general right idea mini now. Like, I think genuinely Will Smith has diversified a bit into, like, extra revenue sources, but, like, I would say, like, Timothy Chalamet is probably an example where it's, like, he's probably pretty rich, but, like, I don't think he's doing anything, like, he's got, like, crazy, like, life-altering money, to, like other people's life-altering money. See, I would see, here's my thought on Titans. I want one, but I only want to get one when I hit, like, the threshold for being like big on YouTube. How you doing, Instances? How you doing? So for people who are not like super tuned into like Warhammer stuff, Titans are basically gigantic resin minis produced by Games Workshop. They basically are no longer in stock, more or less, but they are pretty much the price of small cars, like shitty, like, you know, like a 1995 car, but still. And like, you can 3D print them all day. Like, people have made, as soon as 3D printing happened, like, these Titans were just sort of nothing super special for that. That was like the first thing people wanted to do, because like, who gives a shit? They're technically tournament legal, but they almost universally suck dick. If they were genuinely good in a tournament, you would see professional players run Titans. They don't do that. 40K competitively is a game of controlling objectives, and Titans just can't do that. Yeah, it's not worth the price. They're absolutely not. But there is like a certain like weirdo switch in my brain of like, like a lot of times somebody who's like a Warhammer guy on YouTube will get a Titan if they like quote unquote made it. And for me, I kind of think that would be fun to be like, you know what? I've made it. This is sort of the end result of like this is like, aha. It's almost like in the like, it's kind of similar to the idea of like, you know, like the YouTube, like the big, like money, not money, like the big plaques. You get the little YouTube plaques. And like for miniature world, things tend to, you know, mini painting isn't as popular as a lot of things. This is going to shock a lot of you. But like, the standards are very different. So like, in terms of like being a VTuber, I'm probably not like super popping off. Like, you know, someday I'll get partner, I believe. But till then, but like, in terms of like a mini painting guy, I'm pretty reasonably successful. But there is like the big boys who get the big boy titans, and they get the big boy titan videos. And there's part of me that's like, I don't like care. Like if I never get a titan, I'm not gonna lose sleep at night. But there's like something that's kind of fun. That's something that's kind of fun, you know. Of like, it's like I've done this thing. I get the big thing that happens when you do the thing. Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean that is legitimately a metric. It's kind of tricky though, because like for context, objectively, most people who stream on Twitch get like 1 view ever. It's a source. Me, I was that person way before I became a VTuber. But like it still feels kind of weird because like it like if you eventually move past that kind of pretty quickly, and then that number doesn't feel as comforting as it should, and it generally does, because like you know, I greatly enjoy all of you being here, and I would not throw that away for anything. That's why like legitimately when I'm looking for my new place, I'm like, I really need to be able to stream from there, because if I can't do this for all these nice people, I'm gonna lose my shit. So these garlics are getting like, I think previously I did my garlics almost like a little too brown. Like they're too like not like tan. They were like too tan almost. There you go. Little beetroot. Yeah, no, right. It's like I'm not mainstream, big if true. Like you know. They do got that olive oil. So I do need to go back and paint the eyes. But I also have another thing I want to try doing. Oh, but speaking of fantasy, fuck, I didn't mention it too much. I think I did a very little bit, and then I got like 8 tangents deep. I got to play my first game of OPR regiments. I got to play with some models that I painted on stream back in 2020. So like this guy. Okay, it wasn't this guy in particular. Let's see. So this guy, let me zoom in. Because like this was a guy I painted legitimately, I believe, like my first year of VTubing. There's a lot of I really like looking back on these. Oh god, yeah, no, that is that is Satsuki Kill's ass. Because triple Q. So there's like the base has coconut bark in it. It's also got a weird shine, because I think that's just what I was doing with Mod Podge. Mod Podge shines. Back here, then I was using foam rocks, which I don't even think is a bad idea. The coconut bark definitely kind of like, I don't know how I feel about it now. My color choices are like, these were all Games Workshop colors, which I don't really have this yellow equivalent anymore. I think this is like a Nosdrag yellow, like a speed paint yellow. I kind of miss it a little bit, but also like my rust effects and like my tarnished metal has gotten like way better. But yeah, I got to run like one of the same guys in this unit today, and that was a lot of fun. I was a friend of mine was playing basically these zombies. I don't know what coconut substrate isn't bad as like basing material. I think what I need to do is like, now that I'm a bit more knowledgeable, is to go back and give that like a proper go. Oh yeah, hold on, there's another thing about it. Get some of my so like I've been looking at this guy's base, right? And I'm like, I feel like it's missing something. And I couldn't articulate what that something was. And I was like, oh, I know what I can do. So in a container off to the side. Oh god, this is a big old fucking tangle. Oh Jesus. You know what? Rabbit thing. Alright. There we go. That's very loud on my end. How you doing, everyone? I'm back. These, I've used these before in some builds. This is, I'm going to be honest. It is a root from somewhere in Ukraine. The only reason I know it's from somewhere in Ukraine is because when I ordered it, it came in a box and said from Ukraine. And I was like, oh, that's genuinely surprising, because I didn't pay any shipping for this. What the fuck? Okay. So I was like, so like these are pretty, I've been using them for like little trees and stuff, but I also think there's like, how you doing, Harriet? How you doing? Ah, there we go. I am also surprised. You can basically buy whatever on Etsy. I think it's legal to buy. I bought human teeth on Etsy once. I don't think Etsy gives a fuck. I don't think anyone there cares. Watching, I thought you said like other videos. Like, oh man, you're not watching my stuff. How you doing, Jay? How you doing? Yeah, yeah. You could just kind of do whatever. Very for very coarse hair. There we go. I use them for turnip. I put them in a. There's little minis of mine that do little plant. Like they plant little what's it called? They plant little my brain is shutting down. They plant little prize winning vegetables. And then you turn those into resources. So I'm thinking I could actually like integrate a couple more of these into the base. I'm not gonna. They're going to get the enamel wash, but I don't actually believe I need to paint them. No, I can't. Well, can you? Because like last I heard, they got the Etsy witches. I think the Etsy witches got banned. Because I think there was like something about like it's. Some issue about like you can't prove that what you bought, and that's like a weird like violation. I don't know why they waited so long, but sure. But yeah, no, as far as I can tell, I don't think unless things change, I don't think you can get Etsy witches to curse people or give you the big boner or give you infinite money or whatever anymore. We truly live in a society. Yeah, that's probably what's probably moved to now, where it's like, yeah, you get a sticker. Maybe there's a curse on there. I'll never tell. Like glued shut. Well, I got extra glue, so I won't futz with this too much. This other glue is good. But yeah, basically what I want to do is I'm going to glue some of these to the base and then probably paint the air. If you're wondering what I'm sprinkling the powder for, if you sprinkle baking soda to super glue, it causes it to like dry super hard and super durable. It also adds a little bit of body, which I think is going to be important for this project. I can just get like big old glorbus of glue around there. And then I can just sprinkle some baking soda. There we go. Maybe get a little bit more in the back. Mostly I just don't want this to like rip off mid-go. And I can always, it dries pretty quick too, so I can paint over it. Like some people I used to use this for like snow effects. Don't do that. It's bad. Guess this too. Oh, that's also true that maybe somebody was like, doing that to like politicians and stuff, and then they were complaining, I guess. Oh, well, okay, whatever, sure. Yeah, this is reasonably large in there. Let's see. Get on there, get that in there. Probably won't super glue that because it adds a little bit of crust I don't think I need for that. There we go. And see, all right, so that's one little bit. Like I said, I think there's like a couple little areas on this base that I think could benefit from this. A couple. I'm also using. I need to get rid of these. These are like really like these are some snips that are so bad one chunk broke off in there. Let's see, bonsai stuff. Oh yeah, people go fucking nuts with bonsai things. It's there's like whole worlds of like really in-depth other crafts out there that I just don't have super knowledge on. That's actually kind of something I've been enjoying about like this stuff, because I've been doing like mini painting and whatnot. But like I've been like zine stuff where it's like, oh yeah, I'm learning some cool shit. It's like I was thinking about maybe doing, I don't know, if I go too deep, like I kind of think that this naturally has like a fun little hole that like a little tendril or like bunch of tendrils could pop out of. But I don't want too much. But I also could kind of just like, it's turnip, so if things just kind of just like crust over each other, just to kind of get in the way, become like a bit of a nuisance. I think that's kind of fun. Where it's like, yeah, like is this gonna block the shot? But I also, yeah, that's true. I don't want to make it too busy. Like I could do like, I think this little wraparound is pretty good. I think I really just need something on the ground. I think the ground in particular is lacking. Is what originally sort of led me to this route. I could do maybe what I need to do from this is like snip it a little bit. That's how you do in Vanguardian. Enjoy your Lurkio. Let's see. Yeah, that's true. But it's also turnip, so you can get a little whatever. I could do. Like I said, I think I just need to wrap something around the legs. Where it's like, I could do like this. That's. Oh yeah, actually, because if I do it like this, and I can break it off near the, like where this meets, so that it looks like it's coming from the garlic, and it'll be under the trebuchet. Yeah, okay, I think I got this. I think I got the sauce. Ram it under his fucking... Oh yeah, it went around a little bit. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So this isn't gonna like block the shots or anything. So yeah, YouTube chat's kind of weird sometimes, and I don't know a better way around it other than just like being. You gotta just watch out for YouTube. Goofy silly. Get there and. Oh yeah, well, if you love turnips and parsnips, I think you already do like Turnip28 is so fun. It always does feel weird at the stage where it's like, yes, I am like crack dusting my minis, but it helps for stability reasons. I swear that there is a plan to what I'm doing. I think I'm going to use this other glue. That's like a little less precise and a little bit more just like big coverage. A bit. Yeah, I try to always set mine to live chat instead of top chat. So that's that. So I'm getting everybody's stuff in order, but I ran into that similar issue before. Yeah, I think I'll save the rest. To be fair, this stuff is really good for turnip stuff. Like you can kind of just use it for whatever. But yeah, I think with this is I'm okay with this exact configuration. So I'm gonna like throw this down, set this aside. To blow this off. There we go. So a lot of it blew off, and then I always like to take like a kind of brush. Yeah. Nondescript white powder. I think it's pretty descript, but yeah. It is pretty funny just to like, I'm just gonna sprinkle my mini. It's no big deal. There we go. Alright, so with that done, I can go back and hit the brown of the ground with a bit of I forget exactly what brown I used. I think I used like a couple different shades and it's fine. It'll work out. Perfect person, so you can beat such shit. I could see, I mean, the kind of like the platonic ideal or something. I could see that. I mean, it's also kind of how Unknown Armies works, where it's like there are just like sort of like perfect archetypes that embody the spirit of humanity that just continuously get replaced as the human condition evolves over the years. Unknown Armies is such a cool fucking setting. I want to run. Unknown Armies is so weird because I feel like it's a hard sell for a lot of people, but also I really, really love it. Also, I keep being told that I need to watch Twin Peaks. I know I need to watch Twin Peaks because I'm pretty sure Unknown Armies borrowed a lot from it, and it's like, well... And like a lot of times I have a hard time watching anime these days because I like to do a lot of like things with my hands, like I'm doing crafts and stuff, and you can't really do that with like a subtitle thing. But I could do that with. I'm vaguely aware that there is. I think there are some people in Twin Peaks that need to be subtitled because they speak backwards, but I don't know the exact deal of what's up with them. So I'm like relatively lacking the knowledge. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, we got these nice big thick branches. Let's see. These need to be touched up a little bit everywhere. I need to add a little bit more of like the dark flesh tone is like a really good rust effect. I use so many brown colors. This is like my third brown. This is more like a red brown, but still I can use this with my red bears. That'd be neat. Let me Let me Google those for later. That would be. I can't guarantee I'll get around to them eventually, but it would be nice to like look them up potentially. Yeah, Ukraine does got good quality sticks. I will absolutely agree with that. It feels weird to say because it's just like that's such a very specific sentence, but I mean it's accurate. I've had zero issues with my Ukrainian sticks. So yeah, the bark looks really like I've been using it for like little trees and stuff too. It does turn up pretty legit. One stick on a metal one, now it's a non-stick pan. Jesus. Little splotchy rust bits on these. Buck wild crazy. I think I'll do the red rust and then I'll do the orange rust after I do the enamel. Oh no, I think I do orange before. Oh, that does remind me what I still need to play Stalker. So I was thinking about it actually, and like I was planning to do a third stream of Bloody Bride. I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of not feeling it. It's like, I like a lot about that game, but I'm also realizing that it's like, I don't know, it's lacking something. Or it's like, the characters are kind of fun in a 90s way, but none of them are too compelling. Like, the mechanics are neat because it's basically, it's like Tokimeki Memorial, but with like RPG elements. But like, I think I've already basically figured out all the RPG elements. Like I'm like two-shotting bosses. And it's not like I'm super min-maxing. I just sort of went outside for a little bit. So I don't know. I know that's going to make 14 real sad because I inflicted them with the most specific yaoi ship of all time. I guess it's BL ship. This is something that I kind of find interesting, that like I got so used to like referring to that stuff as yaoi without what's it called? Where it's like especially like for real knower circles, but also for like Japan in particular, they mostly switched to boys love BL. Like I think like calling it yaoi is still very much like a very like Western thing. I don't know. I assume Yuri is probably in a similar place where it might be more girls love, but I could be wrong on that one as well. I just know every now and then like a Fujo person I know will kind of mention that. I thought it's like one of those things that I think it's neat, but also in the same way that like I understand that manga is manga, but I learned anime too late, so it's been hard to kind of like remove it from my lexicon. I also love mentioning both lexicon and anime. It's great. It's great. I love the kind of like weird dichotomy of that is. Humor of a grandma. Well, you'll fit right in then. This is real old people areas. Oh, feel good eating with the bass. What the fuck? I'm trying to think of what the fuck that would sound like. That's just not a song, really. Just like feel good, and then just like a fucking just like shaka 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 shaka, but like with no real context. I don't know if I like that or not. So I don't know what these are. Like these are like weird little spiky bits. I've never really quite figured out what. So I figured I was just gonna like lightly dabble them with some metal color and hope for the best. Oh, boneless chicken and music. Well, see, boneless chicken's useful though. Like I don't know. I like maybe it's more like a. I don't know, like boiled chicken. Boiled chicken, I think is what we're looking for. It's like it lacks the flavor. I know a lot of people do that for like health and exercise reasons and whatnot. I'm aware that boiled chicken is really good for you, but it feels like a fundamental thing is missing. Let's get the little legs. This is just pure. I was just using pure mahogany, and I could maybe dry brush a lighter color onto it. Maybe, I don't know. Like I feel like the color of the legs is sort of where I want it, but maybe if I took like a mahogany and I don't know, let's find out. Maybe if I took like 1 drop of mahogany, maybe like 1 drop of like a tan, something. Eat for structure. I mean, I bake chicken like every week. I am once again not lazy. Like I cook, but I am very much like the most like utilitarian person who cooks. I am horse. Yes, Matthew was like, "How you'll never be a horse," and then I became a horse. That's exactly what Matthew sounded like, and I had to prove him wrong. Because if you can't jam with the best, you slam with the rest. the wise words of Charles Barkley. I love misattributed quotes. It's legitimately misattributed quotes. Oh, actually, this mix is pretty good. This is not really quite a full dry brush, but it's like half the original color and half a lighter tan, and I'm just sort of like getting on the raised areas. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this adds a little spicy mag. I can continue to use a shitty brush too, which is nice. Oh yeah, especially if you're like hunched over a table all day, definitely like, you know, you gotta watch out for your back at the end of the day. You only got one. I don't know, you can't really. I feel like there's gotta be like, I guess spine transplants aren't really a thing. I know you can get like a back reinforced with like rods and stuff. I guess that's what you would have to do. I guess that's what you have to do otherwise. Okay. This hangs out a little bit. I think you can just go like, there we go. Our surprise. Oh yeah, no, that shit is certainly a thing. So true. Yeah, that's probably about as close as you can get to a spine transplant. So you got that. Yeah, no, this is correct. The big thing I need to like, make sure. I absolutely need to make sure when all this is said and done that I do not. I need to varnish this before I do enamels because I could feel like a lot of this is going to come off if I don't. I've broken his back, being crushed by a forklift. Oh God. Does he? It's like that sounds like hell because I like my adopted human father was he did like exterminator work for like a very brief stretch of time, and I remember like he slipped on a wet porch or whatever and just like fucked his back up for life, and it kind of unironically ruined his life as well. Like basically had to take like a bunch of pain meds and stuff like that. It's real bad. And like that shit will fuck you up. So I'm not surprised. Yeah, I cannot imagine any of that was fun. I know like a close friend of mine has got that, and it's like, I mean, he was basically something to the extent of like, the doctor was like, well, you can't really do X amount of things, and like, you know, they were like tabletop person as well, so they're not really doing them anyway, but still. Yeah, it's really easy to die from a fall. Like it's one of those things that like you just don't think about very often. But yeah, no, the average body cause not doing a good job if you plummet. What was it? What am I doing? Oh yeah, I need to get the ropes a little bit. Ropes are really light. I could actually a little bit of this tan and then maybe add like a smidgen of a white. No, maybe a smidgen of buff. Actually, I could just use. You know, I could do half and half. I'm glad he didn't though, because it's. I think that's even as like a kid, like mind you, you know, jelly bones now. I can have a whole horse ass if I feel like it. But like I remember at the time, I was like, oh god, yeah, I like. It still kind of blows my mind that people will do like extreme sports or like mountain climbing and stuff like that. Maybe it's because like you know, we kind of live in a world where like if you get like a bad enough injury, your life is just kind of over. And like maybe it's because I'm a coward at heart. Like unironically, I am very like risk adverse, and I don't want to make people upset and everything. So like I try to avoid a lot of potential conflicts and things that would like fuck my shit up. But the idea, like, I'm okay with fuck it, we ball on a lot of things, but the idea of like doing that for like a mountain climbing thing is just like, oh boy, no. I don't think I could fuck it, we ball for that, because like the end result is basically like death or like worse. I don't know. And then some people are like, yeah, no, we just traveled here and we did some like mountain climbing shit. I'm like, how, why? I don't know. Maybe the risk is worth the reward, but I don't. Once again, also too, I get a lot of enjoyment out of minis and like, you know, very materialistic stuff, but stuff that won't actively kill me. Mind you, I am filled with microplastics, but like, you know, That'll do it slowly over time, as opposed just to like, you know, if you're climbing like a big mountain and you slip and you fall and like break your legs or whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's like I think about how like the like not that a body is shit. It's just that like, you know, it's reasonably fragile. Like I hope this isn't too horrible, but like, have you guys like thought about your eyes a lot? Think of how dependent on life everybody is on eyes, and how like in the grand scheme of things, eyes are just sort of like inherently little balls of jelly. And it's like I think that's nuts that this everything is just tied just to two little jelly balls. I guess if you jump into a trash compactor, you know what you're getting at the end of the day. So I don't know. Maybe that's a very different experience. Getting like a couple little scuff bits. Areas around like the legs. There we go. I have to think about it. That's probably for the best, honestly. That is very likely probably for the best. Once again, I think a lot of like some of the very minor details are going to be carried by like me eventually doing the enamel wash. I'm not going to have to worry too much. Yeah, I guess you jump up. You will be ball or maybe like a cube. I think Fuck It We Cube doesn't have the same ring to it though, for sure. Honestly, I think I just need to paint, like, I'm debating if I just want to paint like the interior of that like black or brown maybe. I could do like a dark, like let it pick up shit later. I could do that. That'd be work. Look like, oh god, oh that sounds, I'm glad your eye's okay, because fuck, even just hearing about that, I'm just like, oh god. Shout out to Cambrian creatures. Cambrian creatures were doing a lot with a little, you know? They were out there like, I don't know what's going on, but fuck it. I know what I need to do. Like little bits I just need to get. I need to get the eyes, and then I need to get the eyes, and I might actually even, yeah, okay, yeah, I think I just need to get the eyes, and I think I can begin like doing the priming for the enamel wash. Ooh, let's go. Those big ones that get you true. One downside to my so I haven't listened to, this is my Booty Jams playlist. Which I haven't heard for a while. And I was like, you know what? I haven't put on this. And this is just like all just assorted weird stuff. Like Booty Jams has like a couple of Japanese songs on it, but primarily it's like my Japanese and non-Japanese. I mean, I have like other playlists I can't play. I have a folk punk playlist that's mostly like AJJ and some other stuff on there that like I generally don't want to risk the ire of the copyrights, even with my various filtration systems and stuff like that. Once again, like one of the people at my LGS, the one I play with the most, does watch my streams from time to time. He's like, "Hey, what's that song you play on the YouTube side?" I'm like, "Oh God, yeah, I forget." I forget like every time in the moment. They're like, "Oh God, yeah, you watch my stuff." Not that it's like a bad thing, you know. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. I like playing war games with him, but it's one of those like, "Oh God, yeah, no, I forgot." You're well of my cursed existence on the internet. Once again, everybody's been pretty chill. And I like a lot of my different friends know, and they'll like occasionally they'll do little goofs. Like I remember I was at like, I also, this is gonna sound weird, I kind of forget that people typically use Instagram almost like a sort of Twitter equivalent, where they'll just like look up like reels all day as like more like memes and goof. I guess more like TikTok really than anything. Mine is so curated towards minis that I legitimately don't see non-minis content on there. But I remember like when I was playing Magic at someone's house, it was like a big party, and the guy wanted to like tag everybody on Instagram, and I was like, don't do it, don't do it. Please don't tag me. Please don't tag me on this. Don't do it. Don't. It's like, oh, like eventually they're like, oh, I'm sorry. No, I totally understand now. But at the moment I was like, oh, okay. We got it a little close there. I think I used to be more stringent on OPSEC, and I've definitely laxed a bit over the years. How you doing, Steve? How you doing? Painting some eyes on the lads. Definitely will need to go for a second coat and whatnot. No, I don't think any of them so fan. I also think a lot of them are just kind of like, oh, let's just see what Hal's painting because this is going to come to a table near us soon. Like, I think it's more that, or like if I play like a video game they know. Oh yeah, shit, I was about to say though. So like, I was originally going to do, I think I was originally planning to do more Bloody Bride next week, but I think I've changed my mind. So I think I'm going to finally do it. I think I'm finally going to start Half-Life. I've been meaning to play Half-Life for years. I think, like, you know, I think that's probably, as much as I kind of semi-enjoy it. Like, I enjoy a lot of parts about Bloody Bride. Its full name. Imadolki no Vampire Bloody Bride. Like, as much as I think that game is kind of neat, I was just like, it's only really kind of neat. And it's long. And if I'm already kind of beginning to tap out now, I might wanna ollie out on that. Motocross. Oh, see, I could not do motocross. I could not do motocross. Lads sort of got pretty good. Yeah, I think the vampire game is neat, but it's another one of those things that's like, I think it's ran its course. I think it's ran its course. So I'm gonna do Half-Life. Because I do want to play Half-Life. I am very curious. Because once again, I need to see what is about specifically. I need to know what about that franchise that makes people go like apeshit. Like the reason that there are people like Half-Life 3 at this state of play. I know this is a Sony thing, but maybe they're going to announce Half-Life 3, huh? Like one of those kind of things, you know? Sick chain already. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's see. Yeah, it's. Oh yeah, how are you holding up? By the way, it's probably the OG Half-Life. I always want to get like the most vanilla experience, most regular. I know where I'm at. It started to snow, and we're under like a winter weather advisory. But like I've heard that New York is going to get like feet of snow. Yeah, I do like that your mayor's doing like. It's really funny because like if you like, I know I voted for my local mayor, but if you put a gun to my head and you're like, how, name your local mayor, like, you know, and I'd be like, I genuinely don't think I could, but I know your mayor, and I know it's because New York is like the big place. It's like it is one of two big, like there's big American cities, and then there's like New York, LA, and then Chicago's like the third one. Chicago, it's like if you wanna kind of add like a bonus big city. But you know, those are the big ones, and I don't know much about the mayor of LA. I really, to be fair, I also don't really know much about the mayor of New York either. But like he shows up enough on stuff. I'm like, oh okay, I'm glad he's doing shit. Hell yeah. Review and pleasure when you get around to it. I'll definitely check that later, yo. Yeah, I think even then, I think it has to be like overtly criminal shady shit. Like, I feel like a lot of mayors get away with just doing like low-level corruption until they just kind of like slide out of office, and then like the next mayor comes in, and then people are like, why doesn't anything get done? And the mayors are just like, I don't know, stuff and things. Yeah, that is pretty nice. That's pretty nice to have a good one. Yeah, exactly. A lot. It's like a lot of people are like, yeah, they go crazy for Half-Life 3, and maybe I am willing to believe that like I missed the window. Like I'm sure I will enjoy my time with Half-Life, but I might very well reach that point where it's like I play it. I'm like, you know, this is like reasonably fun, but it doesn't like change my life forever. It doesn't rewrite my brain chemistry. Like. I already think Gaben's pretty cool. I don't need to be convinced, so it's not like that's going to be like an additional layer today. He froze to rent. Oh, that must be nice. Oh, that must be nice. Smiles. Here we go. Until they have to close it for. Huh. Yeah, I wish governments just worked. I don't know. I still, once again, I'm as reasonably chipper on things, but like, man, lately I'm just been like, oh fuck, so tired. I'm so fucking tired. These eyes are good. I'd love to like climb outdoors. Luckily, I still got my spray booth, so it's not like the hardest thing ever to. Oh. Like a little bit where I overshot the eye, but I almost to the point where it's like if I can just kind of. Yeah, I think it's fine. All right. Any other real appearance bullshit? He looks pretty good so far, though. I'm pretty happy about this. I think they always resign shame or good. That sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, so I'm gonna go. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to do, just real quick. While that guy's driving, this guy, I put my glue and shut up. I wanted to get this guy on his base like real proper style. So I don't want to like significantly redo the basing. Add a little bit of baking soda and call it a day. How you doing, Casual Maker? How you doing? How you doing? I'm working on big catapults soon. I do have a very specific backup model though, which is not Turnip, but I think will still be fine. Some Millie on there too. This is gonna sound weird. I wish I cared enough to get into Limbo Company. I think it's Limbo Company. It's a gotcha from the Project Moon people. Like, that's another one of those games that I see it just like Limbus Company. Thank you. Where it's just like really gets people like up into their brain and rewires them. It seems neat. I wish it activated my neurons like that, or like I wish I would get to that point where I would care to install it. But it feels like there's like some there's like it's like a A, it's a gotcha, and B, there's like a path to get to that gotcha even. That's good for cooking. It was called baking. Fuck off. Another. Now, once again, that's another. It's too many steps. I had to go on too big of a journey for that one. All right, these been glued. I will BRB. I need to take this motherfucker, and I need to hit him up with. I need to varnish, or else stuff is gonna come out. See, you're not wrong, Lotta, but it feels like very different for Limbus people, if that makes any sense. No, but you had to use three capital words to make that work. You know how it is. Anyway, I will BRB. This should be pretty quick. Do not worry. right, I'm back. Yippee! Let's go. All right, I'm back. Woohoo! So the big boy is currently drying. I realized that there's a tiny little bit that was needs to be touched up because I saw a little bit of color coming through. But I have a. Why are you 6-7ing in there? You fuckers. Yeah, like Bodega is a hag. She specifically did that to inflict mental pain. I know her tricks. All right, so here is a mini that some of you might have seen on stream before, maybe. So this fucker is a Chaos Warrior riding a dude. And I've been painting this guy a million times. I painted him once, didn't finish him, didn't like how it turned out, scrapped it, repainted it again, still did not like how it turned out. Yeah, so like because I'm playing more OPR regiments, which is spoilers, it's basically like 1-page rules, old world. Thank you for the hydrate. There we go. I can't really go mimic mode like this, or things are actually. What does mimic mode look like this? Come on. You know, I think this doesn't look too bad. I probably have to keep the apron on. Nope. Oh, there we go. Kind of works. Yeah, I have to keep the apron on. But otherwise, this doesn't look too bad. There we go. There we go. All right, but yeah, so I'm gonna, okay, we'll do mimic mode, that's fine. Hold a sec. Quick. It does, I'm like an evil nightmare horseman. Let me do a thing real quick. There we go. I'm okay with this. I will now disable the apron toggle. I kind of got to disable the apron toggle, but otherwise, like, part elf, part horse, part mimic. I truly am an affront to God and all of his light. I was made in a lab wrong. But yeah. Yeah, this is the Carousel of the Kirk, whatever the fuck this guy is. And, yeah, I thought that would be cool. Are there monster feet? I'm not scrolling farther down to this. I don't think it works. But yeah, so basically, because I'm playing like potentially what is a Warhammer-esque rank and flank game in OPR regiments, I'm like, oh, you know what? It'd be really, really cool. Wait, hold on. What do you mean Indeed Hal has cum gutters and then tagging Ronan? Like, what? Is there like a bet? Is something going on right now? I don't know. What's this? I disabled it. No, I can't not have that. You already got one goofy oops and then nothing more. But yeah, I've painted this guy a couple times, but I've just never liked how it turned out. And I'm gonna try to fix that. I want to, because like I want to use him in the OPR regiments, aka OPR the old. I think regiments sort of predates the old world because there was that period of time where it's like, oh, G-Dubs is abandoned any sort of fantasy rank and flank entirely. So like, this guy is going. He still has a Stormcast head right there, but I don't care that much about that. That's fine. That's whatever. I don't know if I'm gonna get like super far through hit for him today, because he was never really the goal. This is definitely more of a spur of the moment thing. But like, if the other guy's gonna take a while to dry anyway, so I might as well get as much as I can. Yeah. Matthew's definitely being an agent of chaos, but like not the chaos I paint. Agent of a very different chaotic sort. Also, this is like I'm basically just kind of like stippling on. That's why I really like these brushes, because they're very crusty, and like they get crusty, so you can kind of just throw them out. I also don't mind. I don't mind that I'm dinging up the metals, because I'm gonna be like fixing the fuck out of all those. Those are kind of funny. So like the original reason all my Nurgle guys used to have purple cloth because I had like a very light bit of lore about like what was once kind of like a noble and bright kingdom that sort of just like fell to Nurgle because like they were cut off from all their supplies and they were sort of just like growing stagnant and like withering away and they kind of just sort of slipped into it as like a means of survival. How you doing, Oni? How you doing? So I want them initially to be like very early on, so a lot of them would still like fly their regimental colors and stuff like that. And then just like the ones that are the really corrupted ones are the ones that kind of look more like overtly Nurgly, and then everybody else would still be kind of like, you know, like Chaos Warriors are still kind of knightly in their own weird way. Like, you know, they got similar markers of like knighthood and whatnot. This is a good turn. This turned out pretty good. I also imagine so normally I would probably fucking do an annoying, what's it called? It's warm enough to, no, it's like super duper cold right now. It is very much not. Like I was hoping my 3D printer, oh yeah, shit, that actually reminds me too. My FDM printer is extruding now, so that's been fixed after like a million billion year wait. The downside though is that now for some reason it keeps like my nozzle keeps touching the build plate. I almost, because like I spent a lot of my weekend trying to get that working, and then before about like the landlord stuff, I said fuck it, and I just ordered some MDF, like the wooden movement tray converters, because I got like, you know, I got some guy. This guy's gonna go into Square Base. I keep my Magakin available for both games, but my Chaos Warriors are just kind of Square Base, even though this guy was made for Age of Sigmar with this head in it. That's fine. That doesn't matter too much. But yeah, so it's like my printer is definitely getting there, but it's gonna take a bit, I believe. I don't know why it's fucking up so much though. Oh shit! So this was early. I mentioned this a couple times. My landlord was I have to get like yearly lease renewals, and this year he was like, I pinged him early, and I was like, all right, time for the yearly lease renewal, and he's like, oh, actually, I was thinking about selling the house you live in that you're renting. You know, no real warning or anything, but he's like, well, because you were nice and proactive, what if you stayed another year but at like $300 additional a month? So I'm like, oh, okay. I would have liked to have known so much of this sooner. So my current yeah. So yeah, so my current predicament is that I'm doing a Hail Mary, like, could you just do like one more year at like a reasonable rent increase? And if that doesn't work, I'm gonna have to look for a new place. Yeah, I know. He ended it with like, so what are your thoughts on this? And I'm like, and like I don't want to yell at him via email because I want to try to, you know, negotiate something. So I pretty much went, okay, I can't do that. Based on every amount of rent increase you've done over the last like half a decade, this is a ludicrous increase. How about if we follow your rate that you were going at, even with like a little bit more, that would give X amount. And then like from there, maybe. That's about the best I can do right now. I did spend some time this weekend looking up some alternative places. It's hard. It's really fucking hard. Well, no, the problem is that like my rent has increased over the last, as with inflation. It sucks, but that's just kind of something like that is what it is. No, the sad thing is I do think the house would sell because there's been a lot of development where I'm at. It's not great. I also only get yearly rent renewals because I don't know where I'm going to be at any given year. I could look that up. But he also might just be like, oh yeah, no, I guess in that case I'm definitely selling then. The thing is, at the end of the day, I have to be the adulting one because, you know, I live on my own. So we'll find out. once again, the general basis of what I'm looking for is I want to be in a place where I can still stream. I still want that, like, very, very much. So I'm trying to base it. It's also tricky too, because like I don't know what's up with the area around me. This also might just be the general state of the internet, where it's like I'm looking up reviews for apartments and it's like, oh, this person was real nice to me. Like, this person was real nice to me. Oh God, it's full of spiders. Ah, this person was real nice to me. I'm like, oh, that's like a... It's tricky because like sometimes it's clearly somebody who has like a beef that's like not founded in reality, but also somebody's like, yeah, there's rats here and they're not doing anything about it. And it's always like, it's like they're either doing it with like a service or something, because every single time I look at these, it's like, we're very sorry to hear that. It's like, it's basically like, if it's not like an AI generated thing, it's definitely like a template or something that all these places are pulling from. It's just like, it's basically the exact same message. It's kind of nuts just how much the same messages are. Did you catch and paint the rats? I could do that. I could. So yeah, that's potentially gonna throw off a lot of things in my life early this year. Like, I'm still getting the new art for the new outfit from Nazuna Mama. That's still going to be a thing because I did commission that. Otherwise, the rigging on that's probably going to be put on hold for a while until I get settled. Also, this is going to fuck with my travel plans, I guess. I don't know. Like, I've never had rat. Okay, that's not true. I've been in a place where a rat appeared once. It was the weirdest thing. It was in one of my college, like off-campus dorm apartments. We rented a place, and like, it was totally fine. It's just that one day, like, we just looked and there was just a dead rat on the floor, but like in the middle of the kitchen when it wasn't there like a second ago. We're like, what the fuck was this? That was very strange. But that's the closest I've ever gotten to like a rat situation. That was not even like, oh, our place sucks. It's more like, what the fuck just happened? Because otherwise that place was relatively fine. You know, college campus storms or whatever. Oh yeah, no. Like for me, it was like, I agree. How you doing, Esme? How you doing? I do agree with you, Zetai. For me, it's like I'm trying to negotiate as best as I can, as quickly as I can to minimize, like, I'm trying to put myself into a situation where I can maybe ollie out like in a year, maybe. But still maintain like a decent enough price till then. I don't know how feasible that's going to be, but whatever. But like morally, I agree with you fully. You know, it's more that like I'm doing what I can with the situation. So we'll figure out how this goes. I'm gonna like run this a little smoother. And just doing a little bit on the cloak. For context, I'm still painting the catapult guy. I think he's still drying a little bit. I'm doing all right. Having fun with the games I've been playing. I'm going to need to maybe find a different apartment soon, so we'll find out. Well, the thing is that like I'm currently renting a house. I really liked renting a house, but I don't know how many houses are available for rent where I'm at. I did like that quite a bit. It was nice not to like have like directly attached neighbors and whatnot. I don't know. I feel like I'm doing this a bit jankier than I normally do. That's also like. But this is also fine. Really, as long as I just kind of like work these like strings, the folds. The folds are what I'm sort of trying to build towards. This is it's one of those that like I'm pretty sure that it is like him and one other guy who was a landlord for like a couple of properties. I don't think it's like that. They have like a name and everything for like their like theoretical LLC, but it's like I'm pretty sure it's just like two dudes. Like I don't think it's like a full on like this is a business. More or less like an individual, yeah. There's like a little bit more to the side too. I guess I could get like a little bit on there. But yeah, for the most part, it's like an individual, yeah. G-Dub's been aligned does a little good. Apparently, I think G-Dub has been, from my understanding, has been doing like pretty well recently though. So, oh fuck, that's too much. Well, I can Actually, this is kind of working. I'm using a little bit more of that like glazing medium, but I'm kind of like blasting some of these like raised areas a bit. There we go. All right, there we go. So yeah, so this guy's coming together. Let's see, and then, but I think what's happening where I'm at is that like there is basically I live in an area that like kind of close by that there's like a bunch of gentrification going on. Like I live in like a pretty solid, sleepy little neighborhood. Nothing like, nothing too buck wild, but definitely a place where like you can kind of like a small family and kids and whatnot. But I think the area I'm at wants to have a lot more like big apartment. So I have to imagine, if I'm guessing what's going on, is he wants to cash in and try to sell it to like one of these people so that like when they're expanding outwards, they kind of got that going on. We're gonna go back to like everywhere that explicitly had like the chaos bullshit. I'm gonna hit this up with the blue. I'm basically gonna be applying like my usual chaos nonsense, like my tarnished metal nonsense, to metal that was primarily painted with a G-dubs metallic. I think it'll work out. I think it'll work out. It's just show, but yeah, I do have to wonder sometimes. Like I haven't done it in a while, but like I have primed out on my back like balcony at like 1 in the morning. I have to imagine that any neighbor that sees me, like I've never been in trouble for it, but I have to probably look fucking crazy. Like, what the fuck is he doing? Like they don't know. They don't know that I'm making the magic happen. Or a couple of just like Space Marine dorks or whatever the fuck. Angie pepper, you like that? I do like the halberd emote. I don't get to use that one very much. I need to get some more like artwork of like the halberd and stuff. I feel like I'm not utilizing the creature properly. Oh, hi Bob. Hi doggy. Something like that. Yeah. I don't know if you were going for the room, but that's immediately where my brain went. It was like, yeah, that's very the room coded. That's looking pretty good. Let's see. Actually, this little spike on here could probably also be tarnished metal. Yeah, I'm big mad too. Don't worry. I think it's gonna be okay. If I ever need to swallow my pride and do like a donathon or something like that, though, I will let you all know. Don't worry. That's I will. If there's anything you nerds can do to help, I will keep you posted. But yeah, till then, it's just mostly just going to be seeing how shit goes. All right, so we got this lad. He's coming along. But anyway, let's put you up. The boy. The boy. There we go. I just go Halbernacht. So like, I guess the tricky thing is I don't know how that would vary. Also, Gabron, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Thank you. Like, I know a lot of people call me like Halbernatch. I think when they're doing that, they're trying. So like, I'm not as long as you don't do that, I think you're golden. As long as you're not calling me Halbernatch, I think you're fine. And even then, if someone calls me that, I'm not gonna like hate them forever. It's just kind of like, oh, okay. My name is hideously wrong. I fucked up. I don't know how I got black there. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I think I just like hit this entire area up with this, and then I'll dry brush it white once that's all dry. Oh yeah, oh that's true. I've been called Halberno, which is also not right, but like I get what they were going for. Let's get a little bit of. Where's my G-dubs oxide? Yeah, it's me, Halbersnacked. It's me, Halbersnacks from the hit game Bug Snacks. Bug Snacks is one of those games that initially I was not interested, but like every little bit I hear about, it's like my wife left me and she took the kids. I'm realizing that as I age, that like I'm never gonna find love again. And my kids don't like me. And the only thing that will make me feel better is if you find me a cheeseburger. I think the only way that I can be whole as a person is if you make my hands into cheeseburgers. Can you find me a cheeseburger creature and replace my hands with it? And like that I find significantly more fascinating than like kind of like the default, like, yeah, you collect little snack critters. I don't like, I like, you know, that's otherwise that's fine. And that's like a kind of like you know, if you're arguably going for the real audience, which are maybe more like cozy gamers, that kind of makes a lot more sense there. But it's like that aspect, I'm like, I've never seen a game do anything like that. It's fucking bizarre. The game for sure. Exactly. That's such a weird thing to do for your game. It really is, genuinely. And it's like, on one hand, it's like, if I find that neat, but I also don't know if that's enough. Like, I'm sure if I'm like, someone's like, I'm realizing that like my cancer is now stage 2 and I don't have much time to live. The only way that I can be saved is if you turn my colon into curly fries. Give me the curly fry bug so that maybe I could live the rest of my life with a curly fry colon, because otherwise the cancer will take me. Like, I don't know if like that little bit of weirdness is enough just to kind of go into a mountain and look for like cinnamon rolls with eyes for whatever. How you doing, Jedi? How you doing? Oh, Halber Snash. I get Snatch. I guess you can. I don't like it, but you can. At the end of the day, I can't really stop anyone from pronouncing it wrong. It's just how it be in this bitch of an earth. Oxide bits. This turned out pretty good. Like, because I figured out what I'm missing the okay, I should explain the context of that. So, there is a game called Bug Snacks, and Bug Snacks was advertised as like it's a game. It's almost kind of like almost like an Ape Escape sort of game where a lot of the premise is like you're exploring a big environment and you're trying to find specific critters. So you're trying to like, you know, you're trying to look for like an insect that's a hot dog, and it's got big goofy eyes and it's a hot dog, and you're trying to catch it because somebody in town might want it. And that's how it's like advertised and everything. Like if you knew nothing about Bug Snacks, you would go into Bug Snacks thinking that was just it. And I don't even think you'd entirely be wrong. But like when you play Bug Snacks, like all the requests of the people in town get more and more like adult and serious. And there's also the weird thing too. It's like it's not even just that they're looking for tasty treats. Is that when you give somebody a tasty treat, their body partially becomes the tasty treat. Like they will ask for a hot dog, and then like their nose will turn into the hot dog when they eat it, and it's never questioned. It goes by fucking like Sesame Street logic, where they're just like, oh, okay, like I'm still really sad about the state of my life, but I got fucking I got like pickles for eyebrows now, and this is fine. I feel better because of this. And as far as I can tell, it doesn't revert back. Like, I don't think you ever go back to the same people and they've like worked out the hot dog in their legs. I think they just stay like that forever. How you doing, Vic? How long is Bug Snacks? So how much is Bug Snacks? That's a good question. I wonder if I own Bug Snacks. It might have been on Epic for like, okay, it's like $25. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna play Bug Snacks now. I will definitely like consider it, because I am feeling like I'm talking myself into the idea like maybe Bug Snacks would be neat. I reckon they got that's it. Yeah, it's like one of those things like you don't want to be mean. You're like, yeah, it's whatever. Like even my cover human name is very complex, so like I don't ever get angry when someone says it wrong. I'm like, yeah, you're fine. You're fine, buddy. Don't worry. What's going on so far? Like I said, this guy is like reasonably far along. But it's just, I think this is definitely one of the models of like, I would run into like a little issue and I would just never fully bounce back. I'd be like, oh, there's like, you know, like that color's there. Like there's that little gap in the leg. And I'm kind of just like, I could dry brush a lot of this, the oil wash, which I'm going to do an oil wash and not an enamel on this guy, mostly just because I've done other Chaos Warriors with an oil wash, and I kind of want to maintain the look. But like, I just kind of want to get it done, really, you know. I've had this guy for like like I said, I remember like when COVID was just starting up, I picked this guy up from my oh yeah, if you draw, it's all good. I'll do what you got to do. When I picked up this guy from my local shop, it was like one of those things is like, I don't know if I'll ever see you again. Like, it's like not even necessarily like we're gonna die in this. That was always maybe a possibility, but it was, for me, it was more like, I don't, you know, $1 for the bugs next fun. Thank you. For me though, it was always like, I don't know if the game stores fold in the best of times, you know, like, the economy could be going incredibly well and there could be freedom of movement and whatnot. But like a mom and pop game store can just like implode and it's not even that weird of an occurrence. That's just something that happens. There we go. That might eventually the enamels might remove that. But at least for now, this should be fine. It's good. Let's get some enamels going on. How are we doing on sponges? Yeah, basically, I keep getting all the sponges from other ones. I don't, like, I just kind of throw them off to the side when they're not in use. And that's been good, actually. Look at these boys. Look at the lads. The mineral spirits. Get the big dunker thing. But yeah, I might play it. Like I said, I think my current goal, now that I'm putting Imadoki no Vampire Bloody Bride on hold, is Half-Life. I think Half-Life is going to be fun. Like I said, I think it's just going to be a nice change of pace. Like, I don't think I've really done, like, I've done first-person games, but I don't really do, like, a first-person shooter very often. Actually, hold on. I think my AK Interactive Dark Wash is like, oh. What? Oh. I think a base that was stuck on come along. I have a new container of it, and I figured that, like, if I pre-order this in advance when I need it, it'll be ready, and I can always just dump the other one into it. So there we go. A fresh new bottle of enamel. No grime. I could do fear as well. Once again, a lot of, like, if you ever guys want to know what, like, the theme of, like, the games I play on stream, most of the time the theme is, like, these are games that I always meant to play, or games that I think are just fucking weird, and I like them because they're weird. Hence, like Anthology to Killer and stuff like that. Like, those were weird games that I enjoy greatly for being weird. But also, like, when I play, like, Deus Ex, or, of other games that I'm blanking on at the moment. Not Ripper. Not Ripper was definitely one of the, like, this is a weird game for weird sake. Hey, it's all good, Nintendo. Have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. Get a drug deal. Oh yeah, we had like miniature delivery for a very short moment. I only got Chaos Sorcerer on the Manticore during that period, during the delivery. But it eventually worked out. So like, none of my major shops really closed down, so that was pretty lucky, all things considered. Appropriately grimed. Just get these little lads, and then the base I'll go back to later. Like I said, like I need to make sure that these really, actually I should probably not even get this little tiny pile like this. I should definitely do the lad and then these, and then switch over to the catapult afterwards, just because there's just inherently going to be like a bunch of bullshit. I got my first complicated. Hey, let's go. That is kind of interesting though, because I was like, oh god, all the game stores are gonna die, but they actually did pretty well, I think, because like a lot of people were like, we don't know what's going on. We need entertainment. Warhams. Oh. Which is funny because I was actually already starting to get back into like minis and stuff right prior to it. It was just kind of more like a weird little coincidence for me personally. Itty bitty, maybe like 1 or 2 drops. I need to finish this. I did the first season, and I need to watch the movie where Bondru shows up. The lad. I like how, like, you know, Gendo from fucking Ava was sort of like the joke, quote unquote, joke dad of the year every year, and then fucking Bondru shows up and is like, ha 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 ha, amateurs, watch this. So he's looking pretty good and grimy and fucked up, as one does. These guys are looking chipper, but also covered in the dort, as one does. I figured these guys are going to be the ones that are really going to benefit the most from, like, the makeup brushes on sticks. Big boy, I can probably... Also, this guy just has, like, a weird little, like, line because of, like, a print defect that I will never be able to remove. That little bitch is going to be weird and fucked up forever, and I can't really do much about it. But this guy... There we go. Get the... Hey, there we go. Y'all look dirty and in the shit, but also appropriately moved a lot of the excess. Yippee. You still kind of look a little, like, more brown. Like, I could put some mineral spirits on and really kind of, like, revigorate. But also, I think the more I, like, scrape with these little sponges, the more I'll kind of build back that. Also, if they're like a little kind of tarnished and fucked up, I think that'd be fun. So I might... I can also always just go back and kind of just add another layer of white. I really do like just like doing an enamel coating and then just going back to like really touch up some shit. And then the ones in the back are always going to be a little special just because they'll never... No one should really be looking at some of these angles. That's like, I think the average person's going to look at it like this and be like, wow, that's cool. And then any other little bit around that is just going to be whatever. All right, so now let's go to the boy. But this boy in particular, the actual, you know, the real star of the show, the one who's about to get fucking shucked. We'll get you two. They're the dynamic duo. Oh fuck! I need to do the stitches. I can always highlight the stitches a bit later. Oh god, this. Despite the fact that I do this technique for basically everything, it almost feels like this guy was not made for sponging. He's got so many just weird angles. No one's gonna see the gooch. But like doing stuff like getting the highlights on the hand, I think it's gonna be like there's like there we go. The more I get on the hand, the more I can kind of bring like his like knuckles back. Also, eventually we'll go back to the fleshy bits and make that more fleshy. Right now, this is like initially when I do these coatings, they stay pretty like they're kind of wet looking, but they definitely dry a lot more max. Which I'll bring back the gloss to the flesh later. Oh fuck! Big Loud Persona remix. I was like, oh fuck! Catching my shit off guard with my own. I don't use this playlist very much. I mean, you guys are like that. You know, that's the benefit of being on my stream is you get primo seats to the gooch. When I'm at the shop playing Turnip, no one's seen the gooch quite like all of you nerds are. You guys get front row gooch seats. There we go. Okay, this also did that thing where like some of the little areas where it's like the little pooling areas like right here definitely works. So people hype behind a Patreon now. Like I understand why Patreons exist for those kind of things, but it's like for me, I always hate it when I'm like looking at like a technique or something, and it's like, well, actually, all the info is on the Patreon. Sorry, it's like I know that many painters got to make money for like supplies and like sometimes that's their job. I'm like, man, this fucking sucks. This fucking sucks. I don't know if I'd ever like Yeah, like I'll never rule out that like a Patreon could happen. It would not be like an erotic one or anything. It'd just be like a regular ass Patreon, or like some stuff. I don't know what I'd put on there though. There we go. Ooh, that looks really good. I might not even remove a lot of this. Like this is kind of like I'll probably still blow dry it, but like this, the way it's pooling into the recesses of the wood actually looks really good. So this, yeah, there we go. I can also take the Ukrainian roots and give it like a really quick enamel wash, and it kind of turns out perfect. Let's go. Then I got the big orb. The borb. Borb is real. There we go. Hashtag Ukraine. The purveyors of the finest root everywhere. I mean, I still have a decent amount of this root, but I would totally order another batch. This turned up. I don't remember the name of the store that I got this from off the top of my head, but like, I would definitely order from them again, for sure. A little bit on there. And then apparently my shop is going to be doing so the Shattered Lance stuff and Turnip introduce a bunch of like siege stuff and whatnot. So it's like, this would actually be fun to bring a Shattered Lance cult to that event. I don't know when that's going to be. I think it's going to be like a couple weeks from now. Sure. Exclusion Zone roots. I mean, that'd be kind of fun in their own way. That's another, like, I've been meaning to play Stalker for like a million billion years. I don't know when Stalker's going to happen, though. I don't know when Stalker is going to happen. I would like to. I'm sure it will once again. It's also like, I feel like I have like never enough time to play all the games I want to play, but it's also like, I can play, you know, if I play Stalker in like 2029, sure. I guess the tricky thing is for some of you, they're just like, I'm you know, I'm going to be like graduating college. I won't have time for shit or like whatever. So like, I guess there is some bit of like a little bit of urgency, but like, you know, find out. On there. Let me blow dry the lad, and then also this entire thing. Let's just go itty bit right here. Man's the root. No, please, I need this root. It's so nice. And dry it on the back. I think last time when I did these bigger garlics, I didn't let them dry enough. But I also think what I did, I think this is before I realized that like you don't have to varnish with enamels, but I find that like sometimes I rub a little too hard and it kind of strips out like a lot of the shading and stuff I would have liked from them. Like I think this guy got like a good ratio of like enamel kind of like darkening. Also that little nubbin earlier that I had to correct looks like it fixed itself, so that's good. Also got to get into there. I guess I could use a little sponge there. Yeah. Yes. Sometimes I rub the nub a little too hard. You know, it's one of the eternal struggles of life is when you rub a little too hard and it strips the pain off. I don't know. Wherever I'm going like a tee hee ha ha little joke with this is like this is becoming a thing. Get a little bit on the ropey bits. This is like the weird thing where it's like booty jams. For some reason, I just have Matryoshka on here. This is an entirely Japanese song on this fucking like what's ostensibly my Western playlist. But it's also like I think I've had this one on like all my YouTube playlists that I've listened to on stream, like on the regs, are ancient. Like I've been listening to some of these for a long time. I'm somebody who has like a YouTube account that has been around for like well over like 15 years. So that like, luckily YouTube generally knows what I want. Every time I open up YouTube in like an incognito tab or something, I get fucking blasted. I'm like, is this what fucking YouTube is for like a lot of other people? Holy shit. It's a fucking cesspool. All right. So like the roots are good. He's good. These little bits are pretty good. Maybe good. Like The tricky thing with the wires is if I go a little too hard on the wiping, it does kind of like move the wire. Like I probably could have maybe soaked the wires in glue. Hey, let's go. I mean, luckily Turnip, I'm going to be honest, out of all the war games out there, Turnip is not that hard to get going for painting. Assuming you just do it, like the fucking like just do it pose. Elijah Wood GIF or what? I don't fucking know where I'm going with this. But like, I think if you get around to it, you will eventually get there. Like Turnip is surprisingly nice and forgiving that way. All right, so now what I need to do is just make sure I get like another quick layer on the ground, just to kind of like even that up a little bit. Maybe get a little bit into the grass. Probably don't need to do this step, and actually, this is where I can use my shitty older one. It's like I don't mind if there's like a bit of crust or this takes like a couple pulls. Time was not of the essence. Jorkin, your jongler. I don't know why I like jongler. Like words like that for some reason. Like I out of all the modern internet kind of joke things, those I'm like, huh. Those will still get a positive reaction. I mean, I wish I understand why. Like the fucking like in the striped club Jorkin it, and by it I mean haha my peanuts. Like there's something about that one that I really like, and to the point that I'll quote it to people that I should know that they have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. Like once again, when I'm in situations where it's like people are not as internet poisoned as I am, like I moved a little bit. That's fine. I tried to adjust the lingo accordingly, but I don't really have like the taint is sometimes still too deep, and I don't fully realize it until it's far too late. Luckily, I don't say it to like on like Hal, you said that, you're gonna get fired. That's firing material. We at the guild do not like it when people jork their jongler or whatever. But yeah. Brian. I forgot I had this on there. Listen to like I remember listening to Gary Wilson a lot. He's like one of those artists that's like known for being kind of weird, but also like his music is like hovers at that line of like, do I find it obnoxious or not? Like, do I like it or do I find it obnoxious? I don't know. How you doing, Skibbity? I still have really no idea. I know what Skibbity toilet stuff is, but I've never like. I think some people say that like it's like legitimately like a kind of neat mecha series, but I'm like, I'm good, you know. I'll go the entirety of my life without having seen Skibbity Toilet. I have like other series and oh fuck, I didn't get to watch my like I haven't got to watch a Japanese weirdo movie in the last 2 weeks, and that makes me sad. I still had like I have like a big project I was wanting to do this weekend, and then curveball. Got a big hobby project printed out that I want to do some stuff with. I'll get around to it though. It'll happen. Once again, I got time in theory. I also figure that like even if I do get like an extra year here, if I do like manage to luck out, probably will start getting stuff like I've been wanting to do like a big inventory on all my shit, and honestly, this is probably not the worst time to do it. Like, I'm not gonna say this is like a blessing in disguise, but it's more like a more silver lining than anything. With the pie review, what pie? You've had the Frey bentos. You've had like a decent pie recently, didn't you? Am I on crack? Maybe. But I'm gonna let him dry now. Need to remove a bunch of mineral spirits from my table. Something I really liked about this, so this is probably better if I zoom out. Like, the zine making led these like really cool red streaks on my table. It looks rad as shit. I fucking love it. Like aesthetically, it looks very neat. I see. That's the thing. Is like all the Gmod shit is something that I just missed. That's another one of those that like I missed in a very specific era of things, and that's definitely one of that. Like I've never really watched a Gmod thing like at all. Like I mean I know some of that humor leaks into like source animation, kind of like people doing like TF2 stuff. Like, I know there's like an overlap there a little bit. I guess I've gotten exposed to it like an idiot bit. Sorry, big chugging. Like, I got exposed to that just like a wee little bit. For my age, yeah, it's like. So I have not been asked to verify my age recently, which is good because I know that even Discord is like, whoa, hey, don't unsub. Don't unsub from us. Listen, not everyone's gonna need to take the test. If we think you're legal, you'll be fine. Which people are like, I don't know if that's gonna reassure us that much, YouTube, that like if you infer our age, I don't think that's a better result. You can believe it is, but I don't think that's necessarily better. So originally I used the buff on this. I actually might take like a pale white and do it on the skin. I think for this I need to still retain like the buff color. Like my buff is just like a really useful color. It's basically just like a yellow, like a white yellow. You can use that for a bunch of shit. Right now, this is the fucking neck. This is what I'm talking about, where it's like a lot of these colors are older, but I can see where I've taken similar ideas from like my color choices and really sort of improved them. Where it's like, oh yes, this is a highlight color to this particular yellow I would use now, even if I don't really have this exact shade anymore. Yeah, I mean, it definitely was. I've also was like, to a certain degree, I'm both like a very internet person, but I was also kind of late to it. Like my family didn't have like a decent computer until like, I don't remember exactly how old I was, but I was definitely took a bit. Like I was able to get like internet access so I could like enjoy the online community. But the idea of playing like the I miss out on the real primo online games when they were at their most real primo. Basically the early WoWs, the Final Fantasy 11s, the Diablo 2s, TF2 at its peak, stuff like that. I did absolutely miss out on those. Those are sort of the big ones I missed. This is looking nice, actually. This is what I'm talking about. It's like I think so for so long I was like, this guy's on like something is fundamentally wrong. I don't know what to do. This guy's unsalvageable, and now I'm like, he's fine. I don't know why I was being so weird about it. Like I might get farther today, and then maybe I'll be like, oh no, I know what I was thinking about. It's all fucked. At least so far, I'm not feeling that. There's definitely little bits that need to be like touched up and fixed on and whatnot, but it's not like not totally terrible. Unless I need to get like a little bit of like slightly brighter. There we go. Yeah, I think like the last thing that might be classified somewhere in there is like, was it like that like Pudis Engage or something like that? I've never sounded older than Out of Touch, but like that was a thing that I remember just like some VTuber streamed all of that, and I was just like, huh, oh shit, okay. It was like reasonably funny. I remember enjoying it at the time. I don't think I've ever like gone back to sort of like pursue it further on my own time. That was on I think that was an Era stream, I think. That sounds right. That sounds like a thing Era would do. I'm gonna take this, like, what's it called? This Proacryl Dark Ivory. And fuck, that came back. That's fine. I'm gonna get into the gooch. There we go. Speaking about gooch shots, I'm gonna get like here. Because I realized I kind of like the idea of like a weird kind of like what I think in the original like the box art, I think it's kind of whitish too, but it's I think it has more of like a purple undertone than like a yellow one, but you know, that's fine. On there. Like some like brown that's coming from like maybe like a bad paint previously. Yeah, this is my for context, so that I was playing OPR Regiments, aka like OPR Old World today, and I had fun. So like, this guy's been sitting on my desk for like a million billion years. Fan art of the horse chimera. I don't know. Like every now and then people draw fan art of me. I know. Something that like blows my fucking mind is Zetai draws like how many fan art. And for some reason that I find that significantly more fascinating. I'm like, what the fuck? My minis are getting fan art? Fuck yeah, let's go. I always find that really, really neat. But yeah, I was about to say the funny thing is a friend of mine was playing Skaven, and I wasn't. I was not playing Skaven for this because recently he got like a good deal on a bunch of Skaven. Like somebody was like, "Here's a Skaven army for Age of Sigmar primarily," and he's like, "Yeah, okay." Hey, you're just writing fanfic. I mean, you're allowed to go for it. I'm like generally okay with most things in terms of this like art about me being made. Really, as long as it doesn't have like bathroom stuff in it. That's usually where I'm like, oh no, thank you. not a fan of that at all. I think he's got a leg strap I gotta get later. Oh god, I forgot to put this on here. This probably even more so than my regular painting. My mini playlist is like a real like archive of bullshit. So it's like this is kind of working. Like it's kind of working. This also might be one where also an enamel wash might kind of get me there. I'm a little down. Oh, that's unfortunate. Is it just no one wants to play Age of Sigmar where you're at, or is it just that like our chaos doors busted? I don't super know what the scene's like. Recently, my shop. I know some people play Age of Sigmar at my usual big shop, but I don't know when. At the indie shop, somebody's trying to get a Path of Glory League going, and that seems cool, but like I just don't have time for it. Like, you know, I have limited time in the day I can do my shit, so it'd be like that. Oh, Lord's Heresy, oh god. As even Erebus is gonna be like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Response at the fuck. Oh, weird. That's kind of weird. Maybe it was just like a off time or something like that. I don't know. I hope it works out though. I hope you're able to get some games in. Dry brush this weirdo. Lights are kind of dry brushing weird. I don't know if it's just because like a smaller dry brush kind of doesn't like behave as well as a bigger one, but I don't really got like a other real choice on this. Keep sort of working in there. What else can I do? Other guys still dry. It's looking nice though. I will say the catapult's looking pretty legit. So I need to figure out what I want. Definitely like the scales are like this is what I'm thinking. It's like this guy was kind of like built for a dry brush. I don't know why I never considered doing that. Now putting fade bold. Just oh, like the fucking furry that was like, yeah, the fucking Franz Ferdinand Time God furry is one of my favorite pieces of anything that exists on the internet. It's just like so fundamentally deranged. Like, I understand having a furry OC. Like, I don't have one. But like, as far as things people do, having a furry OC is like not particularly weird or unique. And I understand people do weird shit with their OCs. That's also fine, you know. The internet is a vast collection of people getting boners to things I don't fully understand, but you know, that is just what the internet is. But having a furry OC, even having a furry OC that's like a super cool, like, yeah, my guy's got like 1,000,000 guns and his dick is 7 inches times like infinity, so it goes like super duper far, and it comes lasers. And just like someone like power gaming their furry OC. Also not that weird in the grand scheme of things. But it's like combining all that with having a time traveling furry guiding the assassination of Franz Ferdinand. It's like what really led to that? How you doing, son? How you doing? I'm reminiscing about one of my favorite pieces of internet art that ever exists. It's such a, like, once again, it's such an internet relic. It's something that cannot ever existed in real life. Like, you could print it and you could like put it somewhere in real life, and that's like a thing you could do. But like somebody left to their own devices in a place without internet access could not make that. Yeah, I don't know why I went to that. I think I was shooting for a bigger number for some reason. And just like ended up thinking of like a more reasonable number. And so I think it's actually kind of more fun if I go for a reasonable. So I was like, yeah. Oh, if people, oh God, yeah, I guess that's true. This is something that I need to like every now and then refresh people because it's also like not super, it's one of those things that's infamous, but also probably like less infamous than some other weird infamous internet things. Let me get this a little bit. I'm gonna rinse this off. Yeah, I think I was just thinking of a number. I don't know why. All right, there we go. All right, so I definitely have this saved. Now the question is, did I save this with an easy to find name? The answer on that's probably no. I will look for it again. I wonder if I could just look at friends in my own backlog of internet of all my downloads. Oh, that's gonna take like a million years because search. Yeah, I hate how bad like file search is now. Okay, there we go. This is gonna be like the third time I've downloaded this, and maybe like, I don't know. I download this image all the time. It's super good. It's a super good image. So, I think when I downloaded this is one of those like gibberish names, you know. Yeah. Oh yeah, Nurgle's holy number. I was also putting together my 13th company Space Wolf list to like theory craft it, and it's all repeating number 8. So I'm like, ooh, very good. So it's this. So it's like it's a time traveling furry god that is guiding the assassination of Franz Ferdinand. Also, I love that Franz Ferdinand looks vaguely like Mario. Like I have no idea if that was like intentional or not, but he looks very much like Mario. And as far as I can tell, I think this guy's done other stuff, but I don't know exactly what. Oh yeah, there's a Wang video on him. I haven't seen that, but it's been like a while. And everyone just looked like Mario back then. It's fine. Yeah, it's such a like. Once again, it's like such a specific thing. It's such an internet thing. There's just like a lot going. Yeah, the fucking like Taoist like wings. It's also like at the end of the day, the fact that the god, like I think the guy calls himself the god of furries. It's like it's also even like a fucking sparkle wolf with the crown. Maybe not full sparkle, but you know, it's a purple haired wolf with a crown and wings. It's such a very furry thing. Like, you know, it's like it's a wolf. I think it's a wolf. Something that looks like a wolf at the very least. Maybe it's a unique species. I don't fucking know. It looks like a wolf, has hair, has like human hair, has like purple human hair. It's like it hits everything. It hits like everything that one of these possibly could, which is why I find it so good. It's like mwah, chef's kiss. It's made in a lab to be just like fucking bizarre. So I just realized that this sword needs a little bit more grime. I'm gonna do that real quick. There we go. Never come with us into that range. This is gonna sound weird, but I kind of get where you're coming from. Like there is a certain beauty to that kind of brain that I can't replicate. Like I said, it's a very specific sort of person who could. Like it's like one of those things that like I could never create like this is why I don't try to do like weird like troll creations or whatever. Like not like a Homestuck troll, as in like make something purposely weird and shitty, or just weird and strange on purpose. Because I do think that there's a certain brain quality that is required to make something like that, and I just don't have it. I think most people don't. That's why in a weird like way it's like a fun form of like outsider art to me, and it's why I like it. I like that it exists. But it's also like the idea that's like, once again, so like when I read My Immortal, there's the theory with the comic the web novel the fanfiction My Immortal, that the original couple of chapters were written by one person, and then like somebody came in and did the rest, because there's like a tone change and a bunch of other weird shit goes on. It gets like there's like a weird meta skip in the middle where like a hacker hacks in and calls everyone really stupid. And that's like one of those things too where it's like, I fully believe, like I'm fully on board that is somebody else, but also like the kind of person that would do that is still weird. That's still a weird thing to do. The thing is, like, fanfictions do get adopted, but usually they like announce it. As far as I can tell, I don't think anybody is directly claimed to be the second, like, whoever the fuck wrote My Immortal. You know? Like I'm fully like, if somebody came out and said it, that would also be like a thing. But it's fun. I find out like I said, like there's a certain brain required to make something like that, even if you're doing the weird parody thing, because that's also a weird thing to do. It's weird to take some like teenage girls' weird gothic Harry Potter My Immortal fan fiction and continue it, even for the sake of making fun of it. Like, I could not, like, I love Shakespeare Hemingway to death, but, like, I could never write a Shakespeare Hemingway thing. I couldn't do it. And if I could do it, it would be weird that I would even do it in the first place. That would be a weird thing for me to do, would be to take a Shakespeare Hemingway book and be like, Shakespeare Hemingway story and be like, aha, I'm going to write my own now and pretend to be Shakespeare Hemingway. That's such a just strange behavior. And it requires like, and there's like I said, I think there's almost like a weird style of beauty to something like that. It is art. It is outsider art. My immortal. I'm glad to know that you were doing all right. There we go. Just thinking 3 ifs ahead of me. My God. I mean, exactly. Oh, a religion start. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's like I'm sure somebody wanted to be Wonder Bread guy too, like just to do more Wonder Bread art and whatnot. Like that kind of stuff. Like you kind of got that with Christian back in the day when everybody wanted to like interact with it, and like that's still a weird thing to do, even if it wasn't that exact specific kind of weird that Chris was. How you doing, PokeLink? Welcome, or PokeLink. How you doing, everybody? Welcome. If you do not know me, I'm Halbernut the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nerdgolden's game variety. How's Devil May Cry? Fuck yeah, let's go. We've been pondering this particular image. If you've ever seen the furry god helping Franz Ferdinand get assassinated, and like there's like a certain quality of art to something that is just that weird, and how also like there's a certain type of like brain that creates that you can't just like replicate. yeah, I talk about this image all the time. How you doing, Chieftain? Yeah, it is definitely a mainstay for sure. It's because I can't get over it. It's there is a magic to it that I could just like, I can never fully like get out of my brain. Here's DMC one. Hey, let's go. I also need to get around to those one of these days. They're when I played like Revengeance, I really enjoyed it, but it kind of like fucked up. Like it hurt to play for a while physically, so I've been like holding off on crazy games for a bit. How's how you doing, Taco? How you doing? Furry stuff in the nuts. Well, there's plenty of furries that I would say are like not that, like, you know, I'm kind of neutral on furries these days. I find that like them being weirdos on the internet is significantly more, like, okay to me than like people who are like, this is my full first and last name. I want to be IRL but on the internet now. Sorry. Okay, I'm indirectly helping ruin everything you enjoy. Whoops, teehee. And like compared to that, like furries are so like fucking low tier. It doesn't matter. But like, hey, to be fair, I gave you context. I forget exactly like the lore behind the furry god guy. Like I think it's somebody's OC and they got that commission. And I think there's more. No, I don't know. Like I said, there's like a weird almost nostalgia for like, I know furries still exist on the internet and I will not directly interact with them. Like if you guys are furries, that's fine. But I mean, like, I'm not like, it used to be more like you would butt heads with communities you just weren't super into back in the day a lot more. Now I'm sure pretty much everybody who is like, you know, like super furry or whatever will just be like on a Discord. And like, I'm not going onto a furry Discord. I got better things to do with my time. But that was like, you know, very specific internet era kind of, and it's like you have to, where you have to interact. But yeah, I've never really fully explained myself. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm Habernot the Mimic Elf, a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle game variety. Today I'm a horse man as well, just because science has gone too far. But today I was primarily working on this. This is my, what's it called? This is my Turnip28 catapult. It's been enamel washed. It's doing pretty good. I could definitely, I need it to fully dry and cure before I want to do more to it. But for the most part, it's doing pretty good. Like, there's like little bits I want to get. Yeah, exactly. Better things to do. Taro from Mortal Kombat. I did not play a lot of Mortal Kombat, but I'm curious who, like, there's something like very blunt about the name Mutaro that I find, what the fuck is this? It's weird. I'm getting just like a bunch of AI bullshit. I don't understand. Weird. Okay, let me go to Mortal Kombat. Oh, there we go. Okay. Apparently, oh shit, I remember him from the movie, from the shitty one. If you guys just don't remember the incredibly shitty Mortal Kombat movie, like oh god, I forgot about this guy. Let me get him on screen. Well, thank you for that, Haldrate. I will do that. I will do that once I get this beautiful creature on screen. The first Mortal Kombat movie is fun. The second one is it's like this. It's not even like fun bad, arguably. Oh, it's Motaro. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. You know, no one gives a shit. I'll put him on screen just to once again make this entire side just entirely incomprehensible. Yeah, exactly. I got better stuff to do. Yeah, no, it was like as far as like a cut goes, he does like he looks like he's from Tenacious D, but like I'm not gonna say that Tenacious D wasn't trying, but like there was a certain element of like goofiness to Tenacious D where they're like, yeah, this if this looks a little goofy and weird, that's fine. But this I can't. They weren't really trying with Mortal Kombat Annihilation either, to be fair. I don't think anyone was giving a shit about that movie. I don't think anyone gave a fuck about what was going on in that movie. But like, it was certainly one of the movies we watched for movie night. I have not picked a movie for this movie night yet. I'm gonna be real, there's part of me that kind of wants to watch Kung Pao again. I feel like I need to reintroduce people who are like newer to Kung Pao, but I also feel like I need to give a bit more of a warning. So I'll definitely have like a movie picked before movie night tomorrow. So don't worry, there will be a movie. Kung Pao is unironically my favorite movie of all time. It was my favorite movie of all time before I realized how many people online loved it. And I was, cause like for us, oh, okay. Kung Pao is a like Kung Fu parody fantasy movie from the 2000s, like to the point where there is straight up a you know, pretty heavy-handed Matrix reference in it. What's neat about it is that the way they filmed the Kung Pao is that they took a movie from like the 1970s and they basically green screened in the lead actor, Steve Oderkirk, which is like the guy who wrote like Jimmy Neutron, and he's also done Thumb Wars and stuff. How long are the Thumb Wars movies? I used to watch those. Used to be at my like fucking cousin's house. They would watch like all the Thumb Wars and like Thumb Batman or whatever. We did watch the original Toxic Avenger. That did happen already. That was pretty legit. I did enjoy it. But yeah, they totally redubbed it. They occasionally would like put in CGI other stuff or like digitally edit the background screens or like just cut it really weird. It's really fascinating as a movie. Like just the way they did it was just kind of like it's like I've never seen another movie quite do it. There's been like also and then Pokélink. Thank you for the follow. Welcome formally to the workshop. It's amazing movie. It's like I said, I've never really seen anything quite like it. It is just such a weird creation. Oh fuck, I forgot about these two. You mean Gopher Chucks? But yeah, no, I'm just giving shit. It's so good. It's so good. It's like one of those ones that like I might also be overhyping it too much, but like I don't care. I genuinely love Kung Pao. It's legitimately my favorite movie. It's the one that I can quote to pieces. I could always watch it start to finish and be totally fine. I don't even need to like, oh, I'm gonna watch Kung Pao again. I need to like keep my hands busy or I'm gonna get bored. No. I'll watch Kung Pao just like straight, just like full attention. The jokes will still get me. It doesn't matter. It's so good. I love Kung Pao. It's so fun. Little clothity bits. I still got a little bit that like magic mix kind of mixed into the cloth stuff. It's good because so far. I also know the cloth is gonna like dinge the fuck up. I don't think the big boy's ready for an enamel wash tonight. Not totally improbable. Oh shit, I didn't get any. Oh shit, hold on. Got totally dry, yes. I didn't get that little bit of the copper in there. I will say he's looking pretty good. Like yeah, I think the lizard will continuously need some more work. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I always post like my finished minis on Twitter and like a bunch of other stuff on there. So yeah, if you like my stuff, that is a good place to go for my stuff. Yippee. Oh yeah. I need to get your. Or any other little bit I want to get like. A little tiny. Oh, I don't know exactly what's going on. Yes and no. I don't really use G-Dub's brand contrast paints, but I do occasionally use speed paints from Army Painter. I use the glittering loot as like one of my default golds. I really like glittering loot as a color. I also really like I'm also just gonna paint the red on this entirely over with a darker red. Oh yeah. Oh wait. I can use evil red. That'll kind of match a bit more. But yeah, weirdly enough, I primarily use speed paints for glow effects. I'll do like a bright white, the Pro Acryl Titanium white, and then I will do, what's it called? I will just layer it a little bit with a glow effect, and it looks really nice. It looks really legit. But otherwise, I don't really do like full contrast painting stuff. I don't like hate that technique or anything, but it's just the way I like to do things doesn't really super duper use that a lot. Paint over this bad boy because it is. I don't remember what red that is, and I kind of want to build it up a little anyway. But yeah, no, those really all those are pretty cool. I've also been seeing people do basically that kind of like slap chop style, but they use a sponge to sort of apply the I almost said Fedicin, fucking Zenithal, the Zenithal layer. They'll use it for that. I'm like that looks pretty legit actually, like the using sponges to sort of layer that on. Oh yeah. You can do a lot with it, but they're like really nice. Like but yeah, for the most part, I don't do. I do heavy on enamel paints. Enamel paints are my shit. Like if we're talking about like doing something that's sort of like quick but also very versatile, I really like using enamel washes and then removing them when it's still partially dry. Like that's what this big boy is like, but he's still drying. Another example would be, this is also not done. I'm gonna go back to this on Tuesday. This is my Matoghag? I can never remember how to pronounce it, even now. This is post the enamel wash. I usually will like brighten up the colors a little bit with some additional coats and stuff, but like I'll put a dark wash. I'll use a sponge to kind of remove little bits so it kind of highlights and brings some of those back. Really love how that looks. Look how thick this boy is. This boy is mostly like layers and layers of like resin and some other. Oh yeah, I got the blow dryer on that too. Let me shift my legs over. The annoying thing about getting this guy done though is I don't really have I don't have a base for him yet. Yeah, okay, have a good night and take it easy, yo. The dorsal scoots. Oh yeah, like these maybe. Oh yeah, there's like. It's also kind of tricky because I'm also realizing that I do probably want to have him on the base before I start washing. I currently got the bases in the mail, so those are coming. I could also just kind of mix it up too. Yeah, I like this guy is where I want him, but he's still drying a bit. So if I want to fuck around with some other models that are like on my desk, that's not the worst. Ooh, actually, speaking about fucking around models on my desk, I got you. I got this lad, this metal Gorka Morka lad that I've been still meaning to do stuff with. He's looking pretty good. What happened is he got a gloss varnish to originally seal it in, and I think I want to bring this. I want to get a matte varnish as well, mostly just because metals are the fucking devil. Yeah, let's work on the lad a little bit as well. All right, first of all, what I'm gonna be our back again. I'm gonna get some varnish on him, matte varnish to kind of like bring down the shine. He's really shiny. This should also give me another layer that would help protect him when I'm doing work. So I'll be RB. I'm back. Yippee! All right. Yippee! Yippee! Listen, I'm varnishing models. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want from me. Let's go back to the... Wow, I'm here. So the lad has been varnished. He's still a little shy. I guess he's still drying, though. It's also probably going to be like a little shy. There we go. Oh, I can't... Oh, I missed 2 trucks. Fuck. Pain. Agony, even. The fuck do I want to do? That's like a... Probably should make this more of like a leather. Restart it. You're right. Fuck, I could. Yeah, I can just restart my music. I'm allowed to do that. There we go. Yippee! Let's go. Guess I've never. How you doing, Grind? How you doing? How you doing? I wonder. Sometimes I'm legitimately wondering if maybe that was like a. I also do like a dark. How you doing? I've always had big ass claws. What are you talking about? How you doing? How you doing? I do gotta hide them. I gotta hide my claws. There we go. Yeah, that works. How you doing though? How you doing? How you doing? I'm currently. So the main model I'm working on is currently enamel drying. It's also very fucking windy right here. We're getting like snow real bad right now. I'm hoping it's not gonna be too bad. But yeah, there we go. I got the boy and the various other lad accessories. Then I'll have to wait for us to fully dry. Also, like, I forgot to get the stitches. I'll have to make the stitches something. It smells bad too. Oh no, I think everything generally smells pretty bad as far as like minis go. Like the big chemical. Like, hey, let's go. I do really love the idea. Like, I haven't super looked into critter conflicts. I'm already trying so many other board games. It's really hard to get like another one into the rotation. I do really love the idea that like, yeah, whatever you got lying around is like diegetic terrain, because basically for context, it's like animal fighting, but all the animals are itty bitty. So like if you're fighting on the coffee table, you don't need to make like terrain. You could just use the coffee table and that would still work in the context of the game. Oh my God, is that? So you're going in deep on orcs. Is this like is this like a new thing, or is this like a long-term project you've been working on? Because hot damn, that's a lot of orcs. Good shit though. Let's go. I've been delving because of this, like I played one-page rules today, the regiments version, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got like a bunch of mini doing stuff with. I gotta use like my really old demon prints too, which is fun. Like my OG one. Oh, I mean, that's still good though. Like, hey, working through your pile of shame is like legitimately like a very nice thing to do. Like, that's what this guy was. This guy's been in my pile of shame since before I was a VTuber. And I'm an old VTuber. I'm a really fucking old VTuber. But yeah, there we go. I also get some of the others. This color as well. Yeah, it's like it really does feel nice working through your pile of shame. So I also wonder how much of the croc is just going to benefit from the enamel, and then like eventually, because he's got all these like little like lines and stuff. Like when I dry brush, they kind of hit those, but like not in a way that like feels super right, like super visually pleasing. Keep working on there though. Singing, or hey, let's go. As far as like my big projects for the year, I got one that I need to start on for video reasons. I want to. So before I found out at my shop, I picked up some used Havocs, some CSM Havocs. So I need to strip paint from them tonight, and I do need to get started on my Space Wolf 13th Company army, because it's going to be like a decent amount of models, but in theory they overlap with a lot of other work, like, you know. I'm trying to do a weird thing with them where it's like I could run them as Space Wolves 13th Company for 3rd edition, or as Chaos Space Marines, depending on what I'm feeling like. Because I'm really big on like using armies for multiple things. How you doing? Game's not so good. How you doing? How you doing? I'm working on this guy. Been dealing with some apartment life bullshit, but I'm hanging in there. I'm doing pretty all right otherwise. From what I understand, a lot of people back in the day used to use pill containers for killer cans. That might also work as well if you're looking for like another like quickie little resource to kind of get those going. I have to imagine the film, like, you know, also at the end of the day, they're orcs, so like if your killer cans are too small or too big, who gives a shit? They're, you know, they're orcs. They're doing orc shit. But yeah, I remember. I think it was always like the pill containers, which is always sort of like the I am going to DIY my own. What am I going to use sort of deal. Oh fuck! I felt the big flippy happen, and I need to stop it. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? I can also kind of be a little more lenient on the ground. His mouth is looking good. His teeth area is pretty legit. Because I'm realizing a lot of the trouble is in like the gooch. And if I put, what's going to happen is I'm going to put him on a base, but it's going to be like a 60 mil, like effectively like one of those like kind of like old world square bases, like the long square base. So as long as I really just kind of key him towards the details that will show up for that. Yeah, like I can do a dry brush of red on the side bits because I got that out already. Scratch basing, hell yeah, let's go. So we just hey, let's go. Oh yeah, you could, yeah, they are Gito's plastic. Fuck yeah, let's go. Get my 2 Cracker Jacks and the Drake for I don't remember what the fuck the Cracker Jack is in the context. Abraxi is like the big like lady riding a dragon, I think. So like I started Slaves to the Darkness in like 2nd edition, but I never had like I really only had upcycled like Warriors of Chaos, but then also oh, these guys, yeah. I'm going to be doing like brown with, eventually I kind of want to build to like more like whitish scales. That's sort of like the gist of what I'm going for. Originally, apparently I was going for, so I had this guy sit on my shelf unpainted for years. I started him early on in my painting career, didn't like it, stripped it. I remember painting this guy on stream a while back, like ages back, maybe like 2022 back, and then, or maybe 2023, and I just didn't like it either. So I'm kind of going back to that now. So I gotta figure out what the fuck to do with this. I think this might have been like Retributor Gold. I guess I got the deeper gold now. Oh, so what if I do rough iron and then maybe dry brush of gold on? Oh yeah, I could do that. That's my Minotaur's gold recipe. I'll do that. That'll look good. That'll look significantly better. Let's do back. Also greatly amused that this was like, yeah, I'm gonna paint my catapult. I mean, I did. It's also like maybe once I give it like a couple more minutes, I might go back to that because like I think for enamels you can sort of let it cure for a little bit and then sort of go back and like really like you know, you can do that and then like give it some time. I think it like will like fully cure in like a couple of hours, but I think it's still workable soon, like soonish. Get this on here and then I can just go back and dry brush later and it'll look good. This is like the one downside. Like, I mean, I'm not technically using them for old world, but like, is the head anachronistic? Yeah. Do I give a shit? Nah, it's fine. I'll just say he just found a cool helmet somewhere he doesn't really understand, or like he fought some guy, doesn't really care too much. It's whatever. He will be getting a square base though. Big bone light with dusty red. If you're going for red, maybe you could go for like a kind of like a Magmadroth style, like a volcano lizard sort of deal. Like maybe like kind of like dark red scales, medium red flesh, and maybe like bright, like kind of like burning hot eyes and mouth. What did I do? His mouth is in a weird limbo zone where it's like almost impossible to paint in there. So I think I'm just gonna like I can take some dark red and just gonna like mush that shit in there. Oh no, I do got the OG Dark Red. Yeah, I'm just like doing this. I can tell that paint is being applied, but it's like the shading is just really, really weird. But yeah, I think maybe like a volcano lizard sort of deal might be kind of neat. Could also do Gila monster patterns. That'd be fun. But that's always the fun thing you can do is just look at like a real creature and be like, oh, I'm just gonna take it from this. Nature knew what they were doing. I will copy them thoroughly. All right, I'm gonna take the Vallejo copper and just do like a little droplet of copper on here, and then do a little bit of dry brushing around the tarnished metal bits. It'll look good. And then I'll probably go back and try to add some like rust color to all the things around this. Oh. Is it because like I guess since these guys are kind of like what's it called? Kind of tarnished up. It's gonna be a little hard to kind of make out the exact details of the Chaos Stars, but like it's fun. A little bit brightness on there. Kind of just get all over this one. Yeah, I could just make that coppery. There we go. Get on there. He's looking much nicer though. I'm very happy with this. Yeah, because like when we played OPR regiments, we played at 750, and that was like a decent amount. Like actually, I don't know. It's like we were having fun, but I think everybody there was like, yeah, we definitely want to upskill to the full size game because you miss out on a lot of like I couldn't really afford a whiz. Oh my god, I lost the first one because like I totally underestimated how much my friend's mage could just pop the fuck off. I should have followed the eternal advice of Geek the Mage, but I was like, I'll be fine. And then he did a blast that pretty much just immediately chomped my Demon Prince. I was like, oh, that was unfortunate. It was very much like a user error. Like I had the opportunity to go through the mage, but I got greedy on like a different attack vector. Which is fun, because I actually have not, no, okay. I guess Turnip is kind of a proper army game, but at least for me, it's like, it doesn't really feel like it. Like, I wouldn't quite say Turnip is skirmish, but it's like the amount of models you typically have in a Turnip match are kind of on the smaller side. So yeah, the idea, so here's my thoughts. I have not played the Old World at all, or Warhammer Fantasy. So, keep in mind that for when I say anything. I like that it has OPR regiments, has a lot of the rank and flank tactics, but like the book, like even so I have the advanced book because ages ago I was a member of their patron. If you're ever a patron of them for even a month, they give you access to the updatedest copy of the rules forever. So I have that. And even with the advanced rules that adds in like living spells from Age of Sigmar or like magical weapons or like a bunch of terrain stuff, a lot of the game still fits within like 72 rules. Like 72 pages. So it's like very easy to like read, and I don't have to check out like, how you doing, fool? Yeah, get you some soup. Like, it was easy enough to pick up and get going. I could potentially see that like the basic rules were solid enough for like morale and turning and stuff like that, but there's different steps if we want to sort of like make it more complicated. But like, I'm sure if you really like the idea of spending like an afternoon, like customizing, like getting the exact, like all the magical gear and like really tweaking point values and stuff like that. Oh, we're talking about, I did OPR regiments today. I had a lot of fun. Like, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot, but also I understand it's like probably like, it really depends on like if you were getting into fantasy, Warhammer Fantasy, like what you are in Warhammer Fantasy. Like do you want like very, very, very thematic armies, but like maybe like the balance might be kind of whack, or like you need to have like, you know, there's like a million dense rules, and then sometimes those rules aren't necessarily like adding complexity. Like there's rules for rules sake, but they might not be adding as much to the game as like you think they should be. I also think it's like OPR is pretty, you know, it's free. Like you could just give it a go. And like if you're like, oh yeah, this is fine, but I want something more complex, you could just probably just go for the old world from there. Just like, or even just like get a hold of the advanced rules somehow and just kind of like figure out if you want to go even more in depth. Yeah, I think at one point in the past, I really was like, I want to I wanted an old world army. And I have like 20 Chaos Warriors with halberds, and I have 10 Chaos Warriors with not halberd, with just like hand weapons. Which those are just the ones from the same box that came with this. I also have some knights that are just they're kind of assembled, but not really. And it's like I kind of always had aspirations of like, yeah, you know, maybe one day. I'm definitely one of those people that like I need. Like, I'll paint for whatever, but I do think that, like, I really benefit from having, like, a game in my near future. It's like, oh, yeah, we were going to go play this, or, like, I played this and had fun. I'm more compelled to make this real. Because, like, prior to this, the idea of, like, getting getting a Warhammer Fantasy Battle, or really any sort of, like, not, what's it called? Song of Ice and Fire Rank and Flight game army assembled. I was just kind of like, well, you know, it's like a thing that would be nice to do maybe at some point in the future. Maybe. Hey, how you doing, Zio? Welcome everybody for the totally normal raid. How's it going, fellow green? How was the? You were doing karaoke, I guess. You've been doing a lot of karaoke lately, so that feels right. How's it going, everybody? How you doing, Z? How you doing, Spike? How you doing, not John Stamos? To be fair, most of us aren't. How you doing, Fort Oz? How you doing, Duckaroo 5A? Not 5th edition, but 5A. Oh, hopefully that went well. Yeah, how's it going, everybody? I'm a horse. How's it going, Turbo Wolves? Oh yeah. So if you do not know me, I'm Halbernut, the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. Today's main thing I'm working on is for Turnip28. It is my catapult. It is a catapult that is designed to launch garlic. So this is what I've been working on today. It has gotten an enamel wash, so it's drying a little bit. I might be able to go back to it soon, but in the meantime, I'm just giving it like plenty of time to like really sort of cure and whatnot. He's a big fucking base. This is a big fucking base. Sec. I think I might have gotten a guild message. Can you give me a quick sec? I will not be gone long. I just need to look at something. Hold on, shut the... All right, I think we're good. I think no. Listen, that was a guild message. I got a guild message. All right, there we go. No, we good. All right, so that guy's drying. So currently I'm going to be so while that guy's like fully dry, and I'm working on this guy. This is a what the fuck? You're like Chaos Lord on a animal with a C. It's like a very long ass name that I can never remember. Like Karak, it's some you know big lizard. It's a cool add on a big lizard, and I have had this guy for basically forever. Krakadrak, there we go. I don't know why they named it that, but sure. I've had this guy forever. I've been painting him forever, and but I've never been happy with him. But today I'm picking him up after like years of not doing anything with him, and I'm giving him a go. You know, he's like reasonably close to being done. Really, I just gotta keep like touching up the lizard and like a bunch of other bullshit, and it's doing there. Yeah, big fuck off lizard indeed. Let's see, merchant frogs are. Oh god, there we go. Oh, I missed all that. My bad. I do need to look at that critter. Like, Yeah, once again, I feel like if I do critter stuff, even though you're like, oh, that's a game with rats in it, I feel like I would want to be doing a, like, I don't know, like the idea of like an army of those like actual bugs kind of seems neat. Just like, yeah, these are like ants and shit. Seems really, really fun. Also, how you doing? Board Stoat wearing cheese. That is a name. That is certainly a name. How you doing? How you doing? Not in a bad way. I'm just like, there's like a story to that name. Yeah, I'm working on this lad, trying to like get him sort of ready to party. Because I would like eventually like to get him done. I don't know if this is going to be like a today thing where I get him done, but you know, I'll do as much as I can. There we go. Yes, it is. That is exactly that mashup. I have a lot of Neil Cicierega and like DJ Cumberbund. It's like a lot of my painting streams when I'm not listening just to like, you know, vocal like music I like. It's just like catching people off guard with really weird remixes. So yeah, that's indeed what I got going on. So a little bit of like trying to get like a good ratio of this. Actually, no, I've never tried using the I got this the Joe Sonia Magic mix. I've never actually tried doing that with a rust paint. That might actually be kind of fun. I'll try mixing with the rust paint and give that a go. See if that works pretty well. I'm doing this guy's basically like dedicated to Nurgle, so he's just always gonna have a bit of crust on him. I think I was looking at the OPR stats for what this guy would be like a Chaos Lord with a demonic mount. Okay, there we go. Big list. Oh god, I forgot I had all this bullshit on here. I went and took the medium-sized zoom in and I cleaned it up and I was like, you know what, this is fine. I'm like, hey, let's go. I do. So early on I committed the idea of doing like actual like unpainted armor. I do like the way the new rot swords work. I need to bug Squids about that actually, because I think I did order some, so I think I'll probably be getting some rot swords soon. And I will just probably also just use them as funky chaos warriors. They do look super nice though. I think in general, like pretty much the entire new Age of Sigmar wave of Maggotkin is just like chef's kiss. So good, so good. Maybe, like I said, I would like to give Mugenics a try, but it's also in that state of game where it's like I already am having trouble managing my time to like get a bunch of projects and stuff I want to do. So as much as I think like I know that I would enjoy Mugenics, and I know that like Slay the Spire 2 is going to be chef's kiss. If it's anything, like if it's literally just Slay the Spire 1 with a different class and like some remix enemies, like they don't even really need to fuck with the formula too much. I would be okay with just like what's basically already there. I'm gonna love the fuck out of it. The problem is that loving the fuck out of that means that like it's just gonna eat up all my time. So like I am holding off on actually playing, even buying Eugenics until like probably. I think that's basically I'm gonna like probably not pick that up until like a significant amount of time has passed. Until I get like a bunch of other stuff done. I'm like, you know, I don't need to go. I don't need a Eugenics too hard. A pony walks into a bar and coughs out a request for a drink. Bartender asks if he's all right. Pony says, "Yeah, I'm just a little hoarse." I don't know why I decided to do that in like a fake like shitty noir voice, but it works. That's a classic. That's a classic pun. Yeehaw, let's go. It's also appropriate because I'm all stanced up. I'm all horsed out. It's getting all these little red rust effects. It's just kind of weird how like a lot of the main guy I'm like pretty happy with, but like I gotta go back and try to fix up the lizard, because the lizard's where my troubles are at. Yeah, I think that one was one that like two guys walked into a bar. The third one ducks. I remember that was one that was kind of like really popular in like my elementary school for a while. It's kind of like I guess it was really the first time we sort of heard like maybe not like a full-on anti-joke, but kind of like a pun of like that specific sort of like degree, I guess. Oh yeah, Jay, have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. have yourself a good rest. Quick little like that I bothered to touch up. But yeah, actually, mixing the rust color with a little bit of this glaze color means I can just kind of like I can smush it on, but it smushes on pretty light, so I can kind of like feather it and fuck around with it a bit more. It might be another one of those like I'd make a. What's that? Well, he's got like. I'm trying to figure out what this is. I think this is just like another layer of cloak. Yeah, I guess he's just got like a mini cloak there. Okay. I've never legitimately, I've looked at this model like a million times. I don't think I've ever actually noticed that he's got like a mini cloak. Just big chillin'. I'll have to rectify this, guys. So Beetlejuice walks into a bar. Hey. For some reason I've never heard that one. That one feels like one I should have heard before, but I have not. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you know, you got to get swole, or else like you will not receive the favor of the dark gods. And then I do like how like the original, like in second, third edition Age of Sigmar, it's like, yeah, you fight in glorious hero combat, and you can do everything right and still just roll terribly and just get turned into a chaos spawn. Yeah, such is the whims of chaos. I mean, I guess it really is such as the whims of chaos. Chaos is fun. Actually kind of weird because like a friend of mine was like, oh yeah, I might actually try chaos for what's it called, the OPR regiments. And I was like, well shit, if he's doing chaos, what the fuck do I do? I mean, mind you, there's enough variety in chaos stuff that we could both do it. I was looking for like if I wasn't doing Skaven, what's another army I could do? And I was like, oh yeah, I do have a decent amount of painted Stormcast. I have a non-trivial amount of painted Stormcast. I was originally trying to do the math for like how much I got like right before stream started. I didn't get super far though. I did not get super far after figuring that out. I could also just like if my friend didn't want to run Skaven though, I could also just run Skaven. Lord knows I have rats. Lord knows that I have like a million billion rats kicking around my house that I could use. I got vermin lords, I got rat ogres, I got the storm vermin. Actually, my storm vermin are not painted. I could though. Yeah. Well, hey, actually, if you still have them, actually, I think you could still run them in OPR. Like I think because a lot of OPR is just like they're called like Eternal Wardens in that one. And I think they're mostly going by the gear and not the armor. So you could still run them actually if you have them still. You might have got rid of them. That'd be totally understandable. But hey, if you still got them, that might not be the worst. Give them blow off the dust and give them another chance. I used to be like, cause this is actually kind of interesting because I used to be more into OPR. I used to paint a lot more OPR models on stream and stuff like that. I actually don't know if I finished any, funnily enough. I know I have like a decent amount. They're neat for like if you need an army, but I find that they're sculpting like they're not ugly or anything, but they're just kind of like very vanilla. Like they are very like this is a default way of things looking, and that like I think they just never because like all their Skaven are just kind of like fun little rat boys. They're more like Red Wally, and like that's fun for some people, but like for me it's like that's lacking the sauce. Hey, it's all good, Steve. Have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. I hope you do not be lacking the sauce. I hope if anything that you are big on sauce. I hope your sauce is maxed out. Sauce ever flowing, if you will. They did, yeah. I think it's because they try to give Stormcast the same release cadence of like Space Marines, and like, not that I think Stormcast are entirely like not popular. I just don't think I think Space Marines are just more of like a singular thing, where it's like you can't replicate Space Marines and like you know. Like, I once again, I don't hate Stormcast or anything, and I think they got their own stuff going on, but I also just don't think you can just do Space Marines too. Not the game, but like just like the idea of just doing it the exact same way. And they were just like, yeah, no, we're just going to release a bunch. I also do wonder, there's the talk of like potentially like what, like 11th edition for 40K is coming up, and like people are like, are Marines of gonna get squatted? Supposedly the rumor I keep hearing is that they want to do another like intercessor squad, but like maybe with a bit more an intercessor squad with the like readjusting my legs. With like a bit more like less like mono, because like the originally when they redid everything, they kind of made everything like, oh cool, new tactical armor, but they're like, oh no, people like mixing their marks. People really like having like different marks in their armor and stuff, which I think is what they're kind of realizing now. Oh yeah, I'm kind of guilty of that. Usually what I do is I apply rust layers and then I will dry brush, like especially on the edges, I'll dry brush like a silver there. I'm willing to be a little like, you know, this is Nurgle, so things are allowed to be extra crusty if need be. But I see where you're coming from though, for sure. This guy, he just does have like a skull. He's washed. I think I actually washed the skulls with like a Games Workshop. Oh, so this had to be like 2003 then. I've not been using G-Dub's washes in fucking forever. Like, I think even prior to me getting used to enamels, I think I was already starting to switch over to, I did have an oil period as well. Yeah, this guy's not been touched in a hot fucking minute. I'm like looking at the guy. What do you got? What do you got, buddy? He's got like straps and I think I just need some more golden yellow. I get some more golden yellow and just keep touching up some stuff. Yeah, I don't think that would be a bad idea, but I think because I don't know, I'm still of the belief that like G-Dubs is probably really wants Space Marines, like vanilla Space Marines, to be the like, you know, baby's first army thing. So it's like you got squads with like one weapon, and then that's it, because that's easier for people to understand, and just kind of going with that. But I don't think we're ever gonna leave that. But I think G-Dubs is learning that people. Like, yeah, people like bringing in kits from Horus Heresy. Mind you, they would never want you to use Horus Heresy in 40k because Games Workshop hates the idea that you might be mixing models between ranges. Wouldn't that be fucked up? Wouldn't that be fucked up if you took a Heresy model and ran it in 40k? Wouldn't that be fucked up? Which is funny because how many people in like the basically turned all of the various like Nurgle Saturday, turned all the Saturday stuff into Death Guard stuff. I think probably more people bought the Saturday box for Death Guard than people did for the Horus Heresy, if I had to guess. Just based on some observations. But yeah. And I like the guys having like different, well, to a certain degree, the idea of rolling a bunch of weapons one after the other is kind of annoying. That does kind of slow the game down a bit. But, like, I'm building my 3rd edition Space Wolves list, and it's like it's like what is in my list? What the fuck is in my list? I have it. I think I still have it up. Stuff. I love how I just have like Chargeman Ken just like pulled up. All right, so it's just like a good way to like show you everything. There we go. But yeah, I got like my Gray Slayers packs each have like 6 bolters, a plasma gun, and a melta gun. I'm like, that's fun, you know. I mean, you still can. Like, I mean, I don't, like, mind you, I don't know, like, it really depends on, like, your local players, but, like, if you're like, hey, I want to run some, like, tactical, some, like, 40 Heresy tacticals as, like, Plague Marines or whatever, I don't think that'd be the biggest deal, or especially if you, like, because, like, also, like, the thing is, like, it's always interesting, too, because a lot of people really like doing, like, earlier Heresy stuff, but then you got all the weirdos like me, where it's, like, when the Heresy really got, like, full crazy mode, the, like, late Heresy, when, like, Word Bearers and stuff like that, you could, in theory, in lore, do, like, oh, yeah, I got Siege of Terra Death Guard, and then just also run them as, you know, like, regular Death Guard for stuff. Hold on a sec. See, hold on. I think there's another guild thing going on. Give me a quick second. Oh, sorry about this. All right, so I think something is happening at work, so I unfortunately think I need to end the stream early. Very sorry about this. I'm not sure what's going on exactly, but I think oh, hold on. I think I need to get involved. Give me a quick sec. So okay. Let's see. Awesome. Yeah, let me get this in. Sorry about this, everyone. Thanks for coming. Schedule wise, next week I am probably going to be doing a I am probably going to be doing Half-Life instead of Imadoki no Bloody Bride. Otherwise, usual mini painting and whatnot, and things going to be pretty good. Who is doing stuff? I think let's keep the green train going. I'm gonna raid. I think Soy Milk's got her anniversary going on. She's doing stuff. I'm very sorry. I do need to duck out. I don't have much time, I think. But yeah, keep the green train going. Soy's really cool. Soy's really legit. I will catch you nerds later. So